Okay, welcome back. We're playing some more Trails in the Sky. This is episode 12. We left off in the Grand Soul East block, having just completed our day's worth of martial arts tournament matches. And I think we're supposed to go meet Niall at the newspaper. I'm not looking forward to fighting that special ops team with that guy in the red mask that can kill people in one hit. Hit them for 1200 damage. Effectively 10 times what everyone else is doing. Sure are a lot of soldiers walking the streets. Oh, they're trying to make sure that there's no terrorist activity. He says he's looking for work, but what Anton is actually looking for is himself. Hey Navassa. Trails in the Sky is going great. We are currently in the final chapter. We're winning tournament matches. We're killing things in the sewer. Very exciting. Exceptionally exciting. We are uncovering conspiracies. All of that. Alright, where was the newspaper again? It was this building, right? Been ordered to keep a strict eye on the employees at the newspaper office? The news service? Yeah, those press. Those reporters. Hey, Niall! Pardon us. Hey, you're here. Amazing. Dorothy actually got the message to you guys and didn't screw it up. Will miracles never cease? So, I hear you won your match today. Dorothy was in an absurdly cheerful mood when she got back from it. Ah, cool. Niall, about what we discussed earlier. Straight to business, I see. Take a look, got some background on those big shots. Niall held out a black file folder. Is this from the Royal Army? Yeah, nothing super secret, but I was able to get out some documents. Let's just say they're on loan from some of my army contacts. But keep that under your hat, okay? Joshua says absolutely. Estelle says I'm not wearing a hat. Well, let's go ahead and read it here. Estelle and Joshua opened the black folder. Yeah, that's JRPG escalation for you. Find cat, slay God with the power of friendship. Let's read about Colonel Richard. Colonel Alan Richard, born 1168 in the ruined region of Liberl. Graduated head of his class from the military academy, later assigned to the Mobile Task Force led by Cassius Bright. 1192, recognized for distinguished service under Cassius Bright in the 100 Days War. Appointed as staff of the Military Operations Office after Colonel Bright's retirement. 1201, suggested formation of Intelligence Division. Queen Alicia approves the request and appoints him as the first commander of the new branch. Wow, pretty impressive. Well, he is the man in charge. He always seemed to be pretty sharp. Looks like Major Sid was right about him serving under Dad 10 years ago. So Dad really was a colonel. I wonder why he retired. I mean, he had respect and fame and all that. Let's read about Captain Amalthea. Captain Canone Amalthea, born 1175 in Liberl's capital city of Gransel. Her excellent grades at the military academy earned her a place on the staff of the Military Operations Office shortly after graduation. 1201, reassigned to the newly formed Intelligence Division on Colonel Richard's recommendation. Later appointed as Colonel Richard's aide-de-camp, assisting directly with military operational command. Excellent grades again, another intellectual big shot looks like. That appointment means that she's been working for Colonel Richard for a long time. No wonder she's so loyal to him. Let's read about 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence. This guy looks like he enjoys his job a little too much. 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence Belgar. Age and nationality unknown. A member of Jester who was invited by Colonel Richard to join the Intelligence Division. Jester being a... what? A group? A military, paramilitary organization? Previous activities unknown. He's been in disguise all along. He's not even from Liberl. And what's up with his old job as a mercenary being one big blank spot? I don't know. Jaeger Corps are known as the best mercenaries in the business for good reason. No kidding? So maybe the Colonel is just looking for a really skilled fighter? It's a possibility. And I think I've heard of this Jester somewhere before. Close folder. Thanks for this, Niall. At least we know a little more about who we're dealing with. As long as it's useful. I've learned a few juicy tidbits while I was digging around too. Juicy tidbits? For example, First Lieutenant Julia Schwartz of the Royal Guardsmen, currently wanted for questioning, was in the academy the same year as Captain Amalthea. Really now? They never gave off the impression that they got along all that well. Maybe because they were academy rivals. Canone's got the brains and Julia's got the combat skills. Pretty big difference there. Oh, I see. I imagine so. Looks like Julia has always been the super serious knightly type, huh? Next up, and this has nothing to do with the military, mind you. You kids know about Princess Claudia, right? Princess Claudia. Sounds familiar? If memory serves, she was orphaned when the Crown Prince and his wife died. She's the granddaughter of Her Majesty Queen Alicia. Right. She's not well known, but she is the direct descendant of the Queen. From what I could dig up, she lives in the Royal Keep and pretty much stays there most of the time. And it seems someone's been looking for prospective marriage candidates for her. Huh. That's not super unusual for rich families, but still, just gross. That's not the point. The issue here is, who is this someone? Ha, spot on, kid. It could be Colonel Richard! Hey, not bad, kid. It is Colonel Richard who's been scouring foreign countries looking for a suitable candidate, looks like. I knew it. But isn't that kind of weird? Why would he even be involved in setting up an arranged marriage? Pretty interesting, ain't it? And now there's something I want from you two. Huh? You want us to win the tournament and get you some information at the dinner party, right? Is that about the long and short of it? Oh, okay. You're not shy about asking for stuff, are you? Hey, I got you information. This is called give and take, sweetheart. True, and it's been helpful. Oh, alright. We'll let you know if we find out anything. That's what I like to hear. Though if all goes well today, I might not even need to rely on you two. The bat phone. Excuse me for a sec. Hello, Liberal News. Oh, it's you. I've been waiting for you to call in. What? Starting now? Okay, got it. I'll meet you there. What's going on? Sorry to cut and run on you, but I've got to go meet someone. Sounds like you're in for a late night. The sun's going down as it is. Hey, I'm a night owl anyways. I'm only up during the daytime while the crazy chick is being trained. But hey, no biggie. You kids can just kick back and relax while I'm out. Gotcha. Good luck with your work. You too. Don't screw up tomorrow's match. Well then, what should we do now? I guess we should stop by the guild, then go back to the hotel. We'll have to report in the info that Nell got for us. Fine by me. Stop by the guild, and then swing by the hotel. Hello, Ada, welcome. Welcome to Anime Night, Episode 12, Season 4, Final Chapter. Trails of the Sky. Trails in the Sky. Good evening, Duke. Trails of Cold Skies. Condescending air, huh? Tells you a lot about Captain Amalthea.
Thank you. Oh, Hey Sharpie 1 point.
RC Duke, thank you for the 40-month resub at tier 2. Appreciate that very much. Thank you for that very generous tier 2 support. For 40 months. 3 years and 4 months. Wild. Hope you're doing alright. You would think Emma and Vita would be in this game considering Trails in the Sky's acronym. That's true. Yes. I was just thinking the same thing. Trying to stay warm today. Hope that goes well for you. Hope you succeed. Time does fly. 100%. Stell, Joshua. For my congratulations on advancing to the championship bout. It is a shame to hear of Kurt's loss, but I hear it was a very good match. It was pretty intense. I wouldn't go patting us on the back just yet, though. We weren't better than Kurt. Not by a selge. True, we just got lucky. We had Zin, along with Olivier's guns and magic to cover for our mistakes. They're the only reason we've made it as far as we have. You two are very humble, a rare quality these days. By the way, have you learned any more information? Well, Joshua explained the details of Niall's findings to Elnan. So, Second Lieutenant Lawrence is part of a Jaeger Corps, or more specifically, the Jaeger Corps known as Jester. First, I've heard of that name, definitely. I'd best look it up. Do the Guild and Jaeger Corps ever work together? Not at all. If anything, we consider one another to be business rivals. We make it our business not to interfere in matters of state, you see, whereas the Jaegers largely revel in such matters. They're often employed in border disputes and have some quite opposing viewpoints with us regarding the safety of the common man. They don't sound very nice. So I take it there's no chance of getting information on this? I wouldn't say no chance. With a bit of cloak and dagger, I might be able to find the information you seek. That's, Joshua should be able to help you out with that. That's actually one of his crafts. So, easy, right? It would take several days to gather the necessary intel, however, so you wouldn't have it before the championship. Is that alright? Championship, schmampionship. Championship, schmampionship. This has nothing to do with the competition, so yeah, if you'd please. Thank you, Elnan. Also, regarding the Colonel's hunt for Princess Claudia's future husband, you've uncovered a few morsels of information which may have some connection. Okay. A member of the Imperial Royal family will be arriving in Gransel during the Queen's birthday celebration. We don't know their name, but we do know this is the first time someone from the family has come to Liberl since the war 10 years ago, so this is fairly significant news. You see, you're right that it does seem connected with the talk of Princess Claudia's marriage. I don't actually know a thing about the Imperial Royal family. I mean, the only Imperial I've ever met is Olivier. The princess has just celebrated her 16th birthday. It seems much too early for her to be married. I suspect there may be politics at work here. Whoa, 16? Jeez, we're only 16 ourselves. It is the appropriate age for a young lady to make her debut in high society. But unless we reverted to a more repressed time, it is much, much too soon for marriage. Indeed, as I said, I suspect there is a political motive to push this for wedlock. And finding that motive will no doubt prove to be a most valuable endeavor. Gotcha. If we could earn that invite to the castle, we'd be able to investigate much more easily. Then we need to secure a win in tomorrow's championship. As dangerous as this may be, I've got something for you. Here. Ransel's Sewer Key B. Hey, there you go. Now we can explore the other sewer. What the heck is this to? The sewers? We always keep a few on hand at the Capital Branch, never know when they might come in handy. Yeah, exactly. So, we have 5 different sewer keys that we just keep in a drawer that we just hand out whenever you need them. Trails of Cold Sky. I'm glad you clipped that. This one should open one of the access grates near the Grand Arena. There are some pretty strong monsters living down there, so I figured it might make for a suitable training ground. Bring it! We could totally use the warm-up. Thank you, Elnan. I'm just doing my job. Make sure you don't head down there without some backup, though. If it's just the two of you, you're toast. No problem there. We'll head on down with Zin and, Olivier after we meet up with him tomorrow. Olivier. That guy. Wow, it's late. We should probably get back to the hotel. Hey, you two. You're out past curfew. Oh, what's going on? We're on patrol. Nighttime patrols have been increased as part of the counter-terrorism measures. So it's best to avoid going out after 9 o'clock if at all possible. You two should go on home. Don't you think that's a little obnoxious? What if you need to go out after 9 o'clock? It's the higher-ups who make the decisions, miss. Sorry to cause any trouble, but everyone has to abide by the rules. By the way, where is it that you two live? We're staying at the hotel on the North Block. We'll be there for the duration of the martial arts competition. Huh. Hold on a second, I could swear I've seen you two somewhere before. Hey! These kids are in the tournament! You know, now that you mention it? Oh, were you guys in the audience? Well, we were on security detail. That match today was pretty incredible. Tomorrow's the championship, no? We'll escort you to the hotel so you can rest up for your big fight. Very well. We accept. No, don't do that. Thanks for escorting us. We appreciate it. You've got to be kidding. We're big fans of yours. We're all in the same army, but I don't know. Those special ops types just rub me the wrong way for some reason. No kidding. I just don't get what goes through their heads. Don't you think talking like this is a little disrespectful of Colonel Richard, though? Well, that's why we're putting so much faith in your participation. Good luck with tomorrow's match. Ah, thank you. We'll do everything we can. Oh, this is all kind of complicated, huh? I don't think those guys know a thing about the Colonel's plot. They seem to think the intelligence division are just regular soldiers. Whatever info comes down the chain of command, they accept as truth. Well, I'd hate to make enemies of them since they're rooting for us and all. Regardless of anything else, it would be wisest not to stir up trouble with the rank-and-file soldiers. What do you say we stay in our room tonight and just rest up? Okay. Time to go rest up after we talk to all of the rest of the hotel inhabitants. Annalise is here? What is she doing here? Evidently, she's about to take a shower. Okay, that's great. You should lock your door, ma'am. You should lock your door too, sir. What is wrong with these people? So that's our room. As long as my sweetie pie is here next to me, oh dear. Kurt is here too? Time to rest up. Wait, what was that? Huh? Did you just hear something? Be on alert when we go inside and be ready for a fight if things don't look right. Huh? I think we've got a trespasser. There might be explosives set, so be careful. Wait, you're kidding, right? I need you to do exactly as I tell you, no questions. If you'd rather stay out here, that's fine with me. No way. I'm fine, let's go inside. Alright. Oh. Looks like you got away. But that's strange, I don't get the sense that anyone's been in here. Nor does it feel like there are any traps set. You can seriously tell that kind of thing? I can see it with my evil eyes! I guess this is all that was left behind. What, a letter? Joshua broke the seal on the letter. Tonight at the stroke of 10, come to the cathedral. Please tell no one of this. And that's it? And what cathedral? That huge church over in the West Block? It's already almost 10 o'clock now. Well, it sure sounds suspicious, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. What do you think? Should we go for it? Absolutely not! What? Smack him. Push him out the window. And then go. What was that for? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell. Look, didn't those soldiers just say that they were going to reinforce tonight's patrols? You can bet they'll be keeping a close watch on the West Block, too. Oh, right. Still, I hate to just pretend we never got it. I'll go by myself then. Huh? It's easier for one person to stay hidden than two. I shouldn't have any real trouble getting to the cathedral unnoticed. Listen, if all I'm doing is scoping out the situation, I can handle it on my own. Alright, cool. Thanks, Ada. Thank you for linking that in the Discord. I just need you to stay here. Hey. Huh? I'm no less a bracer than you are. I can handle myself and I won't slow you down. Your silver tongue's not going to work on me this time. Estelle, that's not what I meant. I know it's not that you don't trust me. I can tell you're worried about me, or more than that you're worried for me. What are you not telling me? How can you tell that I'm keeping something from you? I'm closer to you than just about anyone, Joshua. There's nothing you can keep from me. Not for very long, anyway. I'm impressed. Huh? Alright, if you want to come with me, I won't try to stop you. It's almost 10 now, though, so we have to hurry. Oh, okay. But I want you to promise me something. If anything goes wrong, you do exactly as I tell you. One wrong move could be fatal. Okay, I promise. Let's get a move on then. That was maximum huzz per minute. That whole conversation had more huzz than I think anything else in the game so far. Oh. It looks like they're patrolling. If any of the soldiers spot us, we'll probably get led back to the hotel. We need to study their movements and take whatever chances we can to get past them undetected. Okay. Study their movements. They're patrolling. Alright. They've got line of sight. We have to get to the west block. There's a guy right there. So I can't go... I've got to go south. Jeez, they're everywhere. Oh. Ah! Spotted already? Shut up, Joshua. And the game's like, unless you weren't aware, some of the soldiers stay in one place and some of them don't. So, there you go. We're gonna give you a rudimentary tutorial about... I can't go in the department store. About how to play the game. How do I get past that guy? He's just patrolling back and forth. Ah! See? It's like, do it again. Oh yeah, and by the way, here's exactly what I told you the first time. Okay. Super easy. So I have to go through that street, but there's a guy that just patrols that road back and forth. Or does he? I wonder if they can see Joshua too, you know, like the the enemies. What? So they reduced the number of patrols so you can get through this part of the game? Oh my god. There's nothing I hate more than when a game is condescending to the player. It's like, oh yeah, you seem to be having a problem. Let me just make it easier for you. And then eventually they're like, well, now nobody's patrolling, so it's fine. Just walk straight there. Hey, Rune. Oh, I see. I see what you have to do. So that guy's gonna walk that way. We're almost there. Now, for some reason, this section gives me like Final Fantasy VI vibes. I'm just gonna follow these guys all the way around. For sale. It's going great, Rune. Alright, we made it. Stay focused, Estelle. I'll go in first. Stay close. Okay. We made it. Finally. I'm sorry, Estelle. I guess I misunderstood. Huh? Ha, you came after all. Who is it? It's the nun that we saved earlier. You. Hey, aren't you the nun from before? The one who was attacked on the scenic route? Thank you for what you did back there. I assume you got my message? That letter was yours? But why would you do something so secretive like just to say thanks? Ah, now I get it. It was her all along. Huh? Ha! You're very observant, Joshua. Pardon me then, allow me to get more comfortable. Washa! What? Lieutenant Julius Schwartz, commander of the Royal Guardsmen at your service. It's been a long time, you two. I knew you'd come. It's nice to see you again, Lieutenant. Last time was back in Ruin, right? Yes, it was. It hasn't been that long, but it feels like ages. Hey, hold on a second. Why are you in that getup? And why'd you call us here? I'll answer your questions one at a time. First, the clothes. The Septian Church has long and deep ties with the royal family. Colonel Richard's little conspiracy has us on the run, and they've helped us stay hidden within the city. Oh, okay. The answer to your other question, why I called you here, if you win the final match tomorrow, you'll get invited to that dinner party at the castle, right? What I need you to do is to get in touch with Her Majesty once you get inside. I realize that it's a selfish request, but since we're basically fugitives, there's no way for us to make contact. You're the only hope we have. Well then, this is kind of unexpected. Actually, we're participating in the competition specifically in hopes of seeing the Queen anyway. What? Joshua explained the request that Professor Russell gave them during the Leiston Fortress incident. The incident. Really now? Almighty Adios, thank you for your gift most sacred. In that case, I have only one favor to ask of you. When you speak to Her Majesty, heed her counsel. Of course, that was the plan from the get-go. That non-involvement rule still applies even in a situation like this. We'll do everything we can. I'm grateful. Please take this with you. Received Julia's letter. What's this? Give this to the head maid Hilda and she'll know that you've spoken to me. Her Majesty is probably under very heavy guard by the special ops men, but you can trust Hilda. With her help, you may be able to speak with Her Majesty. Huh, she sounds like a heck of a lady. Got it. We'll talk to her. Thank you very much. Pathetic, isn't it? Eh? I was deceived and thereby failed the one I was supposed to protect at all costs. And this happened not long after I swore that I would give my life to safeguard Her Majesty from harm. You can't imagine how helpless I feel having to depend entirely on another's help. You really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. I hate to say this, but there is the chance that we'll lose tomorrow's match. I'm certain that you'll do just fine. That Calvardian martial artist is extremely skilled, and you are both the children of Colonel Cassius Bright. You mean you knew our dad too? Everyone knows your dad, Estelle. Just get over it. Just assume that everyone's heard of Cassius Bright. It's not without reason that he was known as the finest swordsman in all the Royal Army, the Divine Blade and all that. Before he retired from service, I had a chance to be trained by him when he was a martial arts instructor at the military academy. If not for him, I would not be nearly as skilled as I am. I can't believe that. Dad's never used anything except the bow staff. I guess he must have given up the sword when he decided to become a bracer. His goal wasn't to kill his enemies, he wanted to improve himself and help those weaker than he. That's why he chose the bow staff as his weapon, or so I imagine. Really? I didn't know that my use of a staff had that kind of significance. I'm sure he hoped that you'd inherit that same kind of mindset. I think he'd be proud of you. Joshua, Colonel Cassius trained both of you. I have all the faith in the world that you'll win tomorrow's match. Hearing you say that almost makes me think you're right. We'll put everything we have into it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's the cops. Pardon us, this is the Granzel City Guard. Due to the terrorist threat, we will now be patrolling the main facilities. I apologize for the lateness of the hour, but do you mind if we have a look inside? Crap. Quite alright, thank you. Just a moment, please, and I'll open the door. Whoosh! There's another door at the back of the altar room. You can get outside from there. Okay, please be careful. Yeah, it's Lieutenant Julia Schwartz. Whew, well, we managed to avoid the patrols so far. It doesn't look like there are any soldiers this way. Yeah, I'm not sensing anyone. What do you mean sensing anyone? Are you from Dragon Ball Z? I guess the night patrols are finally done. Let's rest here for a moment, then head back to the hotel. Okay. My sane scanner isn't picking up anybody in the vicinity. So much is going on, it's starting to give me a headache. I'll bet. I never would have imagined it, but to be a Lieutenant Schwartz waiting for us at the cathedral. Wait, so she wasn't who you were expecting to find there? Could it be you were thinking it would be someone you'd known before? Well... Oh, sorry, forgot I said anything. Gotta remember the rules. Estelle, I won't ask you anything about before we met until you're ready to tell me. I try to be careful, but sometimes it just slips my mind. Estelle, I think you've gotten a little stronger during our travels. Huh? It's overwhelming to think about all the people around us. Each and every one of them living his or her own life all under this same sky. And every person you meet has a personality and a history and a story to tell. Every one of them is just like us living day by day. Sometimes I just have to remind myself that no one acts without cause. Nothing happens without a reason, or a motive, or an excuse. And it's only when I remember that I start to feel like I might be able to reclaim the parts of me I've lost. Joshua. I'm probably just fooling myself, tricking myself into accepting things I can't change. But even so, I'm grateful for having someone with me. The sky, Dad, but most of all, you. Joshua. So, I promise, once this whole matter is settled and if Dad comes back safely, I'll tell you everything there is to know about my past. Really? Really. With the stars as my witness. A little dramatic, wouldn't you say? Okay then, we have ourselves a deal. Estelle? All my gloom's gone fluttering away. Because once you've told me what you've got to tell me, then I'll tell you what I've got to tell you. What? Oh, wait, is this about that thing you've had on your mind? Yep. I'm gonna have to psych myself up for it. Psych yourself up? Is it really something so dramatic? I mean, if it's that important, I really don't mind hearing about it now. Absolutely not. It's a delicate matter, and timing is crucial. Though I guess the situation does feel kinda right, but still, no dice, not yet. I don't get you sometimes, Estelle. I swear, you seem like you're ready to take on anything now, all because you've got a big talk planned. Makes no sense. Of course I'm ready. Ain't no way I'm letting those guys keep me from this talk. I'm gonna show those special ops types how a touch of girl power can ruin their whole day. Ruin their... Why is he laughing? You really are your father's daughter. What's that supposed to mean? You better not be comparing me to a middle-aged man. Yeah, I guess you're right. Somehow I think we're gonna do just fine tomorrow. Yesterday was genuinely awful. I returned to the embassy overfull of spirit when those tiresome guards saw fit to stop and cast flaming, stinking disparagements at me. They've tightened security at nights, supposedly for anti-terrorist purposes. Were you two okay? Yes, we went to bed rather early so we didn't have any problems. And Elnan lent us something that might really give us an edge. Stella explained that Elnan had loaned them the spare key to the Gransel sewers. Now that should come in handy. He's a young one, but he's got a real spark to him. He always seems to know what you need and when you need it. So, what do you say we check out the sewers this morning? The gate is just north of the arena. Well, if it's for the banquet, we could muster up one more huzzah. Yeah, that's right. Trying to psych him up. Alright, everyone. We just got out of bed? Why do you say we go explore some sewers, huh? Doesn't that sound like fun? Hell yeah. Let's go. I knew that none was suspicious. Okay, if my suspicions are correct, the two sewer areas are connected. I think. More moles! At least there's only 2 of them and not 8. Taking the train into the city to train. Yo, dog, I heard you like training.
Take that!
They take 300% damage from everything? Say what? 300? Might actually have to cast a spell, hang on. Get him.
Take that!
Okay. Not bad.
Piece of cake.
Just casually hit them for their entire hit point pool. Alright, we're gonna have to suck out all the treasure from this place. Just get all of the treasure. Scissor Hands. A nocturnal monster aims for enemies' weak points with its claws, weak against arts. Yeah, you don't say. Boiled Ager 0. A monster in a shell has an internal charge, explodes when defeated. Arts are ineffective. Arts are ineffective. Okay. So I have to go punch it, I guess? Well, let's see just how ineffective they are. I guess it's only 80% damage. That's not too ineffective. Shoot it? Yeah. Let's have Zin punch it.
Take that!
What? It didn't hurt the mole? Seriously?
That's that then. Let's move out.
Man, you can get so loaded down here. There's so much stuff. Petrify, Breath, Stone, Hammer, Earth Lance. It's Earth Lance, this guy. Oh. What is that?
You're feeling lucky.
We'll never know. Whoa! Alright, that was pretty cool. That was neat. So should we give him the evil eye? Penetrate, AT delay. Okay. Just attack him. I guess just never mind. Spear him? Sure. We're gonna throw so many arts at him, he's gonna just fall over. It's gonna be fantastic. Yo, nice job.
99 kitty cats.
Estelle learned Hard Break. Hard Break? Okay, so that's another set of stairs. So we have at least another air, like a floor below us that we have to go explore? Yeah. Alright, so Hellgate should hit these two. Okay. Nice. Great. It should hurt him. There should be friendly fire.
That's that then.
Nice insta-death proc. So there's a door there. Stairs down. And then stairs back up again. And then treasure chests. Haha! Monsters appeared! What? The hell you say? This is the first game.
You're finished.
Ah, that's so nice.
Let me show you the true essence of beauty.
Just look at that Sepith.
Nighty night, kitty cats.
Found Hawkeye. Wait, this is where he's been hiding all this time? That's a, gun? You don't remember this part at all? Yeah, this is just the final chapter. So we got Olivier, a brand new gun. That's nice. It's pretty slick. Try it out and see how it does. Pretty solid. Wait, it's still alive? 9 hit points? Seriously? Get out of here. She missed. She missed. Who does that? Oh, is that who that was?
Enjoy the show.
Ooh, Olivier's now level 31. Fancy. Okay, so let's go down this way first. I'm gonna go all the way to the end and we'll come back. There's a ton of rooms here. Okay, so this is... what is that? That looks very scary. The large monster is prowling around. Okay, so how many large monsters do we think are actually going to show up? Right, every time they say that there's a large monster, there's actually like 6 of them. So I'm going to go with 4. I'm gonna go with 4 large monsters are going to be here. Hey, look at that. Nailed it. Goblin 1. They're going to kill us before we actually get a chance to go. I just feel it. Oh, what? Wait, what is this? I actually have a chance to act? The Bonefish. A heteromorphous monster lurking in the darkness freezes foes with its cold breath. The Bonefish. Evil Eye. Let's Evil Eye these guys. Hit him with that glare. Hit him with it. I love it.
Hey, over here! What, you yella?
Yeah, that AoE flicker is crazy good. That is so good. I mean, flicker is AoE. It's just, the AoE sucks. So... this is far more useful. What is hard break? Let's see. Single target hits an enemy's weak spot, cancels arts and crafts, impedes. Okay. So she has an impede now. That's good. Nice. Instant death. Love it.
Enjoy the show.
Why is he so strong? Oh my... Wow. Exterminated the monster in the east block. Well done. I knew it. This is the connecting point. Right here, this wall. Wait, I have to go to the other place? I have to go back to the other sewers so I can explore behind that wall. Oh no, never mind. Alright, so... Okay, so this does connect. This connects. Okay, got it. So just in case I ever wanted to go back to the other part of the sewer, we have that capability. Monsters appeared! Oh no! I am legitimately shocked.
Let me show you the true essence of beauty. Take that!
That was a pretty slick S-break right there. It's just the imagery that he just glares at them really, really hard, right? And they all die because of it. Smite them. Smite him. Yes. Zero.
Take that!
Nice crit.
Piece of cake.
Estelle's just saying what is on everyone else's mind. Found a cestus. Okay, okay. Let's see. Cestus is going to be a fist weapon, so it's 15 strength higher. That's pretty good. Okay, now we have to get the chests on the other side. Let's see if we can manage that. That should 100% be a door there. Eats a cake, exactly. Exactly. I know everyone's thinking about that. Estelle is just saying it. Nice miss. I just got you better weapons. Don't make me regret it, mister.
Savor the victory. We earned it.
How is Olivier so strong? He's easily the strongest character in the game. Easily. No contest. Okay, I don't remember which way is out. I think we're heading out, but I'm not sure that we're heading out. You know? So... we could be heading deeper in. Is this the way out? This is the way out. There's so many moles here, what the hell? Why are there so many moles here? Treasure doesn't respawn, much to my sadness. Man, there's just so many bad guys in this area. They're everywhere. Hey, thank you, Rune, for that compliment. Much appreciated. And why does Olivier get to go so... like, so slowly on this one? It's gonna take forever to actually act. These guys are just gonna blast Estelle out of the water. You see that? You leave him alone? He's a good guy. He didn't ever do anything to you, okay? Blast them all.
Let me show you the true essence of beauty.
She's gonna hit one thing with this. Alright, let's see. You finish off this guy. Outstanding. Hey, no! No! That's not okay. Olivier is a national treasure, alright? 0 damage. Excellent. I forgot that they take no damage from anything. Sometimes I feel like they just choose their targets at random. They just don't know what they're doing. They're just swinging their hands. Yes, he's an Erebonian national treasure, that's true. Destroyed.
They messed with the wrong guy.
We're almost level 30. We're blowing through these levels. Found a gladiator headband. Ooh. Ooh. Is that what I think it is? CP rate rises in battle. CP up 10%. Strength plus 5, death minus 5. Do I have to give that to Zin? I guess I have to give this to Zin. Seems legit. Seems like a good use here. There's so much good treasure in this place. Okay, so this is back where we were. Wait, this is the exit? Did we find the exit again? Found my way back to the exit again. What is wrong with me? Is this thing... Can you go all the way around this? Is that what is confusing here? Yes. Yes, you can. Okay, so you can go all the way around this. All those moles! There's so many of them just milling about. Alright, good night, Rune. See you next time. Have a good one. Yeah, no worries. Sounds good. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you for the background. Ooh! Petrified and instantly killed.
All right, we're good to go.
Alright, so I'm thinking that we gotta find a way to get to that other chest. It's downstairs. This is the exit. Yeah, so we can go all the way around. Okay, then we go this way. And then we go this way. And then we totally intentionally run into this guy. That happened 100% on purpose. Okay, flare arrow him. Instant death. You flare arrow him. Instant death. You, shadow spear this guy? Oh, come on. Oh, what? They're all living with like 5 HP. What is this? At least we got that one.
Take that.
Nice.
Enjoy the show.
Okay, so this leads... Wait. Is this what leads back to the other area? I'm lost. I'm already lost. Okay, so we just came from here. Let's go this way. Let's see if we find anything. Okay, we've already been here. Ugh. Alright, I've got to, like, write this stuff down. So this is the way down. This leads over to this treasure chest, right? And it only leads to this treasure chest. Make a map of this place. Okay, and then we go this way. And then we keep going this way. Yes, okay, so we can go all the way down there. That's where the switch is. This is where the wall is. That leads us back into the west block. So, there's still one treasure chest I know that we have not yet gotten. And I want to see if there's a way that's opened up now that we've flipped that switch. This one right here. That one. We haven't got that treasure chest yet. We got the one on the other side, which is accessible from the east block. This is where the boss was. This is the big room. Okay, so I guess that's it. There's one treasure chest that we have not yet gotten. It has to be accessible from the east block's area. It's gotta be up there somewhere. Now the question is, how do I get back to the west block? Or the east block? Okay, so this room... So if we keep going down this way, this is the one with the treasure chest. This room should be it, right? This one goes down. There it is. Okay, we found it. We're saved. So there's one path that we're missing somewhere to get into that room and grab that chest. So this is the one we just were looking at. This is it, right? See, I feel like there should be doors here, but there's nothing here. There's a lot of guys. Okay, so that leads back into that other spot. I'm thinking that this is, like, the west area already. Right? So this is, okay, so this is the wall again. The switch. There's like a door somewhere that I am not going into. And I want to, because that chest is calling to me. It's calling to me. Right? There's a door right there with what look to be like stairs coming up. Maybe there's a third sewer. I think there's a third sewer. I think that's what I'm getting hung up on, is that you can't get there from here because there's a third section. So, I guess we've done everything. We'll go with the third sewer theory for now. Alright, this leads over to the treasure chest in that little island. That one. Okay, nice. Well, we got plenty of good stuff from down there. Let's go turn in this quest at the Bracer Guild to get our money. We're loaded on CP. Feel like we got everything that we need to go dominate ourselves some special ops people. I've completed 58 jobs. It would be 60 if I didn't miss those other two. Or 61 if I didn't miss the previous 3, actually. Sewer Monster West and East both reported. Scissor Hands. Bonefish. Look forward to a quiet shift on Championship Day. Sir, you are going to be very surprised. Oh, Joshua's got a fan. This guy's reverse psychologying himself? That's fantastic. These people are out of their minds. Anton gets some weird ideas in his head sometimes. Ricky, Anton is not a, what we call a balanced person, alright? He is a very much imbalanced person. Actually, we need to go rest up. I just realized we're like half CP, half HP. It'd be really a shame for us to go up there and get blasted because I didn't spend the time to get all that back. Okay, there we go. Defeated the fence posts. Good. To start. Set in. Bring it on. Your waiting room is the blue team room just inside the hall on the right. Fight well, thank you. So we're blue team the entire time? Looks like it's just us in here. This waiting room feels awfully big right now. Well, it actually is a pretty big room. Team sport events and circuses alike used to be held here. But that was back at a time when gladiators fighting monsters was a man's only source of entertainment. Interesting. I guess that would explain the size if there were circus animals in here. I must say, it certainly doesn't measure up to an Imperial Opera House, but even so, it's about the size of an outdoor concert venue, and that's certainly acceptable. Excuse us for being less gaudy than you Imperialists. I think we may have gotten here a little too early, though. We've still got a sizable chunk of time before the match starts. Really? Ugh, waiting around for your match to start really does get kind of boring. So why don't we walk around the grounds for a little while then? Works for me. We're gonna go out for a walk, guys. Sure, just make sure you're here in time for the match. We're gonna get caught, and we're not gonna make it back in time for the match. Well, well, what new turn of events is this? I thought for sure that you'd go with them. I just get the feeling that something's changed between the two of them. Some type of step forward. Hello, Mr. Observant. They've definitely been feeling some pressure from the matches, but today they seem a lot more relaxed. Oh, would it be that young again, huh? But are they ready for the feelings that well up from within them? Even if they are not, the feelings are surely ready for them. Aha, such delightful awkwardness. I look forward to what comes of it. I really just don't get you. Nobody does. Don't feel bad. Something wrong? Are you feeling alright? I'm okay, I just got the chills all of a sudden. Like someone is talking about us or plotting something. I think I can guess who that is. Now, what are you implying? What are you implying? That Olivier, the well-meaning bard, would say or do something inappropriate? He's lightheaded? Uh-oh. Wait, does he have the neurotoxin? Wow, this guy's got amnesia, and he's fighting in a martial arts tournament. You know, she rubs me the wrong way. Not Karna, the other lady. Annalise. I wonder how we're gonna deal with the sword guy. The red masked guy that kills us instantly. Estelle, Joshua! Professor? You came to watch us? But of course, you've always been such a big help to me. I owe you two at least that much. Thanks, Professor, but how'd you scrape together the mirror for a ticket? Well, that was a bit of a lucky break on my part, actually. The museum director had some sudden business to attend to, so he couldn't make it today. And I am here in his stead. Should have guessed you'd never be able to get in here out of your own pocket. Not that I wouldn't try, of course. I'm sure I could find a way if I put my mind to it. At any rate, I am here, and here I am, and I'll be shouting your names for sure. Knock 'em dead, you two. You bet we will. Thank you, Professor. Hey, Zakusu. Cuteness is justice? She keeps calling us newbies! Not even, like, using our actual names. Estelle and Joshua, just the newbies. It's demeaning. Disrespectful. Goddessly hour? Ungoddessly hour. This is gonna be a really hard fight. So many people here. Royal Army versus Bracer. Both of them fight to protect people as part of their jobs. Now, I guess we see who's better at it. Yeah, right, because this has everything to do with protecting people. Let's go say hi to the special ops team while we're down here. Oh, we can't do that. Blocked. Can't even try to go into that room. Oh. Estelle? Joshua, is that you? Mayor Klaus! What brings you here? It's good to see you both again. Sherazard told me that you'd gone traveling all over the kingdom. You've certainly grown up nicely in the time since we last met. Thank you very much. Well, I can't speak for myself, really, but you certainly seem as chipper as ever, Mr. Mayor. It's kind of refreshing to see. Well, I won't let you young folk beat me just yet. So, I hear that you two made it all the way to the championship in this big martial arts competition. I may be a little old for such things, but I came to watch. You came all the way from Roland for that? No. Actually, I got an invitation out of the blue to a dinner party at Gransel Castle. I only arrived in Gransel this morning, came by way of an airliner. Oh, wait! Oh, I think I get it. The invitation came from Duke Dunnan, right? Oh, you know of it? I was originally planning to attend a birth ceremony for this married couple and then journey here, but this lady officer approached me out of nowhere and told me that I was invited to this dinner party. One guess as to who that was. Yeah, it had to be Captain Elathea. Sadly, my wife's just not much of the traveling sort, so I didn't have much choice but to come here by myself. Oh, she's not here? Pardon me, Mayor. There is a chance that we may also be attending that dinner party. Oh? Estelle and Joshua explained that the Duke had stated that the winner of the competition would receive a formal invitation to the party. I see. Well, that explains it. It hardly seems appropriate to call for a dinner party when Her Majesty has taken ill, but if you two will be there, I might not feel quite so awkward. So that just means that you'll have to try that much harder to win. You bet. We'll try our best to meet your expectations. I think I'm going to find myself a seat then. Best of luck to the both of you. I can't believe he's going to be at the dinner party too. You think Mayor Maybell will be there as well? It seems likely. There will probably be a lot of influential people in attendance. Oh well, we just need to focus on winning our match and then we'll see everyone there. Sounds good. Speaking of which, it's almost time. Let's return to the waiting room. Okay. Let's go wait in the room. I wonder if Zin strangled Olivier while we were gone. How the two of them have gotten along. Duke Dunnan. Ugh. Gross. Oh, it looks like the Duke and Colonel Richard are showing up together today. Indeed. Maybe he's here to watch his subordinates compete? Oh, so that's the Royal Army's darling of the public, eh? He's handsome enough and well-groomed. He looks like the capable sort. Yeah, I guess so. Doesn't seem to bear much resemblance to when I saw him in Bose, at least in terms of character. But what, indeed, can one do? I suppose that he is worthy of being considered a rival to the great Olivier Lenheim. I doubt he's worried about that. Looks like it's starting. We apologize to everyone for the long wait. We now open the final day of the martial arts competition's full contact matches. I did, yeah. The 8 Leaves Blade or something like that. This arena has been abuzz with preparations and fighting for the better part of a week now, and it all culminates right here, right now. Which team will seize ultimate victory this day? Without further ado, I present the fight card for this, the championship match. Southside Blue Team from the Calvary Republic, captain is Zin. Northside Red Team from the Royal Army Intelligence Division Special Forces, captain is 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence. Alright, we're up. Finally. I trust everyone is ready to put everything into this. For tears or for laughter, this is it. Game faces, guys! Game faces. Alright, do I have anything that is a CP generating item? I forget. I think I might have used them already. Yeah, I think I used them. Vento, hey, cheers. How's it going today? And thank you for that compliment as well, Vento. Appreciate that very much. Doing alright. Just, getting ready to stomp some special ops cronies into the ground. Everyone we fought so far has been about as tough as Tapioca. That and half this team is a pair of rookies. I thought they'd be able to stand up to us. Don't be so sure. Both of them are part of the Bracer Guild. Indeed. We've been reading up on them. Good. Now stay focused and don't underestimate them. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, what are those guys grousing about over there? Just let them be, Estelle. If they're covering their faces like that, I can't imagine they have much in the way of self-confidence. Since they lack my dazzling good looks, there's probably a lot of sniping and backbiting in their ranks. What the hell's that supposed to mean? I'll have you know I'm considered very attractive to women. Second Lieutenant Lawrence, right? What is it, boy? Joshua? That sword technique. No, never mind. Best of luck. And to you. Hey, don't let their talk get you all depressed. We're about to start. We now begin the final match of the martial arts competition. Both teams go to your starting places. Adios be with you. Ready. Begin! Final match. Fight! I'm not looking forward to that guy over there with his giant sword.
Come on.
Do. Yeah, she hit him with the triple question marks. That's true.
Hey, over here! What, you yella?
Come get me! I will destroy you.
Let me show you the true essence of beauty.
Take that!
Nice. Earth Guard? What? Ugh, this guy. Yeah! He's powering up! Next time on Trails in the Sky, Zin finishes powering up.
Ha!
200 damage, baby. Let's go. Oh, God. Oh, it hurts so bad. Oh, no. Yikes, dude. That is... Ugh.
Take!
Nice damage. Look at that. 1,200. Oh, I thought she was dead for sure. I thought she was gonna die for sure. The damage is beefy. Yes. The damage is beefy, and I don't think I've got anything I can use to save her.
We're good to go.
So we're gonna use her CP before she dies.
This ends here.
This ends here, she says. What a stroke of luck! He decided to use art instead of blasting us. So I feel like we blast cronies instead. Uh-oh. Is he in range? No. You stop healing your buddies right this second. You stop healing them right now. Immediately. That means I'm not getting hit? That's true. That's true. What? There's two of him now? I mean, I guess that's okay for us because we can, like... now I have two of them to attack? But still. Ow. Stop it. There's three of him! Do they all do 1,000 damage? They have so many HP. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? They do a little bit less. A little less. Maybe that's the defense up. Don't. Oh, come on.
I'm sorry.
Oh, come on. Oh, he resisted. He's just gonna heal his buddy over and over and over again. So are they, let's see, do they all resist the provoke?
Hey, over here!
Or is it just the other guy?
You yella?
Go Orange Juice, hey, thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. They all resisted. How's it going? Thank you for that.
Sharper one love, sharper one love, sharper one love.
Gabby, thank you for the 49-month resubscription. Welcome back. Appreciate the long-term support, Gabby. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. How goes Trails in the Sky? Fairly well. We are currently beating up Special Ops cronies. It's pretty nice. It's a great pastime of mine. The boss split himself into 3 different people. Yeah, Gabby is one of the few people that has the 4-year badge in the chat. My favorite badge.
Let me show you the true essence of beauty.
Oh, did we kill one?
Not bad.
We got one of them. Is he healing himself? The AT delay is insane. Oh, the shadows are weak against magic. Oh, look at that. They're really weak against magic, too. Wait, where's clock up? There we go. I'm gonna offset some of this delay that they're giving us with some speed up. So he only has 400 HP left. Wait, we can just do a giant AoE here. Let's just do this. Rainbows, that's right.
Not bad.
No! Olivier!
How could I fail?
Olivier, no! It's okay. We can bring him back. We have the technology. Is he just gonna do that to everybody?
We're good to go.
It's the rainbow emote. Alright. Brony needs to die. We confused him! That's actually really funny. Nicely done.
We're good to go.
So maybe Crony is gonna go fight the big boss? We'll see. Yes, get him. Poor Olivier, he got bullied, he did. Yeah, he got bullied pretty hard. So she can impede. Nobody has any res spells, so we have to res him using an item. And he's out of range. Okay. Obviously. Dude, even through all of that? What? What? He gets to go twice?
I failed.
I am a little surprised about that.
We're good to go.
Hacks? Yeah. That was cheap. Cheap BS is what that was. 0 damage. Fantastic. Alright, let's see. Do I have anything else that can res? I don't think I have anything else that can cure KO. Oh, yeah, I do. I've got plenty of them.
We're good to go.
Plenty of things to cure KO, just for situations like this. Zero damage, but hit with the AT delay? Yeah, we definitely take that. 100%. Alright. You know, Estelle doesn't need healing. So we probably should have just focused on Zin, but we should be fine. What? Stop it! What did he do to you?
How could I fail?
It's not your fault. It's my fault. It's my fault, Olivier. Don't blame yourself, buddy. We're gonna go bring him back again.
We're good to go.
There's no way he kills him a third time, right? This guy, this one guy, this crony is gonna be, he's gonna be alive the entire time. He's gonna get, I don't even know, man. He's just gonna live the whole time. It's crazy. Joshua alive by a thread. Hanging on. But we're good. KO 20%. It's worth it. It's worth a shot. Yes. If we can't kill him, we CC him. That guy's gonna survive through the entire fight. He will make it the whole way through. Yeah, the 0 damage AT delay I definitely take. 100%. Wait, did I just push him out? I don't think so, did I? Oh, he still got hit. Nice, 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 good. I was gonna say, I definitely see this guy, like, running around everybody else just to get back to Olivier. Yeah, like that. Just like, stop it! Stop it!
How could I fail?
He didn't do anything to you. He's a nice guy. What? He can confuse him too? Wait, what? I for sure. I was absolutely positive that you couldn't do that. Because he's the boss, right? He's the boss character. I am a little surprised that you can actually confuse him. Fishing for those KO procs now. Oh,
We're good to go.
I wanted to use that on Olivier, but I guess it's fine. I guess it's okay. Just keep punching that guy's brains out. We should be fine, right?
Take.
Just don't kill him. Just don't kill him. He's fine. He's a nice guy.
Come on.
Still hitting for 0. Stop it!
How could I fail?
Is Olivier the most dangerous person in the party? Yes, because the bosses cannot help but punch him in the face. Really hard. Like that. We're gonna keep bringing him back. We're just gonna keep bringing him back, you know? That's it.
We're good to go.
We're good to go. I dare you to do it again. I dare you. This guy is so crazy. We're just gonna Latira ourselves. Just to be safe.
Not bad.
Piece of cake.
That was a pretty solid amount of damage. Should have been doing that from the beginning. Got him. Hey yo, winner is Zin's team. It can't be. We're the best of the best that the Special Ops have to offer. How could we lose? We were beaten. Yahoo! We won. We really won. And I'm exhausted, yeah. I bet you are, Olivier. Now the winning team will be blessed with a few words from Duke Dunnan himself. Zin carried 100%. Representing the team will be Zin Vathek. Please come forward. Yes, sir. Wow, you look even bigger up close. Are all Easterners as huge as you? No, I'm a little outside the ordinary. I just ate well, slept well, and trained diligently ever since I was very young. I'm the way I am because I tend to think about everything very carefully and deeply. I see, I see. I like you, Zin. Allow me to present you with the prize of 100,000 Mira! Ho-ho! And the invitation to the dinner party. Thank you very much, sir. Received invitation. Received 100,000 Mira. Adios shine her light and glory upon you and your friends. My beloved citizens, let's hear a big round of applause for the victors. We did it. An interesting conclusion, I'd say. Ah, Lieutenant Lawrence, you truly have no shame. His Excellency must surely be ashamed to see his men beaten by such rabble. Was all that posturing just for show? I am indeed shamed. Ah, come now, Amalthea. No, don't need to criticize him so. Truth be told, I myself asked Lawrence to hold back. What? It would behoove any member of the Intelligence Division not to put all of his strengths on display. And in this instance, it works to our benefit that the others win the championship. I see. His Grace too seems taken with the Easterner. He'll serve as an ample distraction. Still, it is a pity. If Lieutenant Schwartz or General Morgan had participated, the show would have been far more dynamic. Surely you jest, sir. If you truly wanted the tournament to be more dynamic, perhaps you should have participated yourself. The likes of Julia are no match for your strength, after all. I don't think quite that highly of my skill with a sword. I doubt I would be able to defeat the second lieutenant here if he fought as hard as he could, either. Hardly, sir. I believe you somewhat overestimate my strength. I'm nothing but an unrefined former Jaeger in a soldier's uniform. I beg to differ. I have confidence in my ability to judge the strength of others. And about the only person I could see being able to fight you on equal terms would be him. Speaking of whom, his children will shortly be entering Gransel Castle. Shouldn't we be taking some sort of steps to deal with them? Leave them be. We'll honor the arrangement with the Duke. And besides, it's far too late for the Bracer Guild to cause us any real trouble. But sir, Lawrence, how far along would you gauge the plan's progress? Just over 90%, sir. I am certain I will be able to guide you to our destination within the next few days. Excellent. A new dawn fast approaches for this kingdom, and even if I must endure the stigma of treason, I shall pave the way for the glorious morrow. I see. So he's doing it for the good of the kingdom. Whatever it is he's doing. Phew, now that was one hell of a fight. I had no clue that Lieutenant Lawrence was so freaking strong. Yes, I think we got lucky. Even now, it's hard to believe. I don't like it. Huh? It's nothing. More importantly, that fancy shindig is supposed to be happening tonight. From what I understand, it's gonna run late into the night, so they're setting up rooms for us. Most generous of them. Rubbing shoulders with all of those stuffed shirts is sure to chafe in the worst way in uncomfortable places. But dining? Liberal royal dining? The very prospect of such decadence. Look at me, my mouth can barely contain itself. Where is my handkerchief? It's getting out of here. Oh, gross. It's good to see that you haven't lost your sense of perspective, Olivier. Indeed. Let us be off then. Off to gorge our souls upon the 7 courses of courtly affection. Oh, that's the plan, is it? Well, well, fancy meeting you here. You son of a bitch. You wander all over the place every damn day and leave me wondering what the hell you're up to. Have you gone completely mad? What possessed you to participate in a martial arts competition? Oh, come now, my dear Mueller. There's no need to crease your lovely face with such an ill-tempered expression. After all, is it not true that good fortune comes to those who favor those around them with a smile? I am smiling! Is it just me or do you recognize that uniform? Yeah, it looks like the Imperial military to me. Looks like you could be a tough one to take on in a fight, too. Hey, Shadow, doing alright? How you doing today? It's good to see you. I don't believe we've met. My name is Mueller. I was just recently appointed as the resident military officer at the Erebonian Embassy. I've known this whack job for a very long time. One might even call us schoolyard chums. Fret not over his dark demeanor. Without it, his presence wouldn't light up the room the way it does. Okay, you really need to shut up now. Right. Now, where was I? From the looks of things, this fellow has caused you some trouble. As a representative of the Erebonian Embassy, I sincerely apologize. Oh, it's okay. He hasn't really been a bother. Actually, he was a big help to us in the tournament. Olivier, did you deliberately try to keep your participation in the tournament a secret from the embassy? Oh, perish the thought. Oh, no, rather I simply never told them. How is it that any different from hiding it? But okay, fine. What's done is done. Now, though, we're going back to the embassy. Yes, you're coming with me. Please, do wait a moment. We have all been invited to a delightful and indeed wondrous dinner party. Delightful and wondrous, eh? Sounds nice. Too bad you won't be attending. You're going to be confined to the embassy for a little while. Are you serious? When do I ever joke? Oh, cruel fate. Truly, you drive a knife into my very heart. The promise of this dinner party has been all that's helped me maintain my will to live. You know, I actually feel kind of bad for him. Is it really that big of a deal if you let him go to the party? Or what's your reasoning behind this? I knew I could count on you. But how lovely a thing is true friendship. Such warmth and affection as opposed to the cruel frigidity of my schoolyard chum. I don't think you folks really understand just how serious this is. But try to picture this. A dinner party populated by royalty and its influential guests from across the country. And also in attendance, an arrogant fool who never shuts his mouth because his foot is lodged so far into it. And if they found out that this uncouth imbecile was an Erebonian citizen, My beautiful and gracious comrades, why have you suddenly fallen so silent? I'm sorry, Olivier, but he does kind of have a point. Yeah, your usual behavior might not be appreciated in the royal castle. True, we wouldn't want to start an international incident, would we? What? You would turn on me so easily? The war only ended 10 years ago. Relations between our countries can still be strained at times. You'll just have to grin and bear it, Olivier. Please, Mueller, hear me out. I'm sorry that I didn't say anything before, you know, when you... This isn't a debate. My dinner party! My royal cuisine! Is this really okay? Olivier is always causing an international incident. Exactly! You can't risk it! I can't say I really like it, but the facts are the facts. Well, there's nothing much we can do about it now. We'll just have to enjoy ourselves twice as much in order to make up for him not being able to join us. Oh well, I guess you're right. Let's go stuff ourselves. Let's get our stuff together and get to the Cransel Castle then. Let's say, let's go stuff ourselves. That's right. That's Olivier talking. So we have to grab our stuff from the hotel and then go to the castle. We are 100,000 Mira. They actually give you 100,000 Miras. It's not just for show. You have that part in Japanese. Was the whole game voiced in Japanese? Or just like portions of it like Cold Steel? Alright, boom. Wait, do I have to talk to the person? Do I actually have to interact with somebody? Do I just go to the castle? Go to the castle. Just go to the castle. Okay. In the Evo version that only released in Japan, it was what? Fully voiced? Oh, are we going to the castle already? Just to remind you, since we're going to be staying there after the party, we won't be able to leave until morning. Yes? Enter Gransel Castle? Wait. Is he saying that we should go talk to someone? You know, let's go to the, I guess we should go to the newsroom and see if they're doing alright. We could buy a newspaper. Maybe we're in the news. Maybe. Oh look, it's her. Which one to choose? Well, they're this cute, I just can't make up my mind. I came all this way to the capital, I might as well enjoy my time here, you know? She's picking out a teddy bear. Issue number 8. Alright, so we're still on issue 8. Kitty's Guide to Savoring Delicious Tea Rule number 6. Drink every last drop when you can because you never know how long the tea will keep flowing. They call the last mouthful of tea the teardrop because you'll be crying when you realize there's no more in your cup. Another important tip is to keep stirring your tea while it brews in your cup. That concludes my guide to savoring delicious tea. What do you think? Bestseller material or what? Yes. Absolutely. It was riveting. I was breathless with anticipation. There's a mod that adds the Japanese voices to this version. That's nice. That's pretty fun. God, Anton! This guy is such a worrywart. What happens if we go to the Erebonian embassy? Can we go say hi to Olivier and Mueller? 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 Nope. It was worth a shot. Are we gonna go say hi to Niall and Dorothy? And maybe the Bracer Guild, we can return to them and say, hey, what's up? We won? Joshua. Wasn't Chloe coming to the capital right about now? Now that you mention it, she did say she'd meet us before the birthday celebration started. She should definitely be here by now. Elnan! Well, there wasn't a girl about our age named Chloe who came around asking for us, was there? We promised to meet up here. Chloe, you say? No, I'm afraid no one by that name has been here. Aw, raspberries. Maybe we should have asked where she was staying. She mentioned some rich relatives. Though that's not much of a lead, I suppose. I'm sure she's simply running late and will try to contact you shortly. If she comes by, I'll be sure to let you know immediately. They'll call us on our cell phones. Dio's voice actor voices Olivier. That's actually pretty hilarious. How funny. We finally synthesized a hit 3? No. How about an action 3? No. EP cut 3? Guess what? Still no. Evade 3? No. Attack 3? Yes. Because we actually can use that. Nobody confused here. Attack 3. That'll be good. She has attack 3. Joshua has nothing. He has haze, that's right. But he hits everything for 0, so I'm thinking of getting rid of the move 2 and just giving him the attack 3 instead. That'll do. You. EP3. Alright, instead of that, you get, confused. White Hell Days, hello, welcome. Thank you for the compliment, much appreciated. If you see any Royal Guardsmen, report them immediately. Report them immediately. Alright, we're gonna go give an interview to Niall. He's here. The witch captain with the squinty eyes. Niall hasn't been around in several days. I mean, we just spoke to him recently, so he should be fine. Wouldn't be that worried about him. Although, it was a little bit weird for him to just vanish like that. It's for sale. House for sale. Easy conversion to restaurant. I want to buy it. I want to open up my own restaurant. I want to start a Trails in the Sky minigame wherein I run my own restaurant. Door is locked. Is there anything to steal in the church? The Bible. Alright, let's head to the castle. Wait. Is this a mansion? Did I just never come in here? I must have missed this place. Where has Rianne gotten herself to? I don't know. Who's Rianne? One of the little kids? There's no side quest? No, I'm just exploring. We did get a little bit of extra dialogue from the Bracer Guild, which was fun. Enter the castle. Let's show the gatekeeper our invitations then. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Probably because we don't get invitations to big events like this very often. And you probably haven't taken a bath yet after the tournament, so you might want to do that. This is the castle of Her Majesty the Queen. Unless you have official business here, you need to leave. Hey. Hi there. We're sorry about the other day. Oh, it's you two. You still staying in town? Yeah, we still have some business to take care of. We have a formal invitation, so by your leave, may we pass. Huh? A formal invitation? Received directly from His Grace. What? It's a giant! See right here. Written invitation. Handed over the invitation. Let's see. To Zin and his team, in appreciation for your performance in the competition, you are cordially invited to a dinner party. Oh, okay. You guys were in the martial arts competition. Right, and I heard the winning team was led by a huge Eastern guy. So, is that you? You got it. We would greatly appreciate your help. Makes sense. The head maid told us you'd be coming. You're missing someone. What happened to him? It's kind of impolite, I know, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it. We're the only ones coming. Ah, well, that's a pity. No matter. Please go on in. It was a matter of national security. Alright? We didn't want to start an incident. Now entering, Zin and Company, victors of the martial arts competition. Open the gate. Wow. It's like the hockey gate, but there's something more impressive about being a part of a castle. I bet it's more solid too, since it's the royal castle. That's part of why it's impregnable. Ever since the nation was established, no enemy has ever broken through the Annenberg Wall. The capital's been ravaged by war numerous times as a result of mutinies and insurrections amongst the nobles. But even then, the castle held the rebel army at bay and protected the royal family and the refugees. Oh, or so the stories say. Wow, that's pretty neat. Very much the sort of tale one would expect from a nation with such history. Now, welcome to Her Majesty's Gransel Castle. Go right on in. You'll be met by a welcoming party inside. Enjoy your evening. Thank you. I plan to. What a nice looking place. Lovely. Whoa. You can say that again. I've never seen anything that compares to this place. It's not just pretty, it's got history. I can really feel the traditions and rules of the old kingdom here. Welcome to Gransel Castle. You are Zin and his team, correct? Oh, it's her. Captain Amalthea. This isn't really unexpected, but even so, that's right, we come at the invitation of the good Duke. And, you are? Pardon me, I am Captain Canone Amalthea of the Intelligence Division, head of Gransel Castle's defenses. I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations for your championship victory. Watching the match was truly a spectacular experience. You're too kind, really, and may I say, I didn't know they made a woman as young and pretty as you into captains. Made women, in fact. You must do fine work. My, but you are the flatterer. But I'm not so young as your bracer friends. Estelle and Joshua Bright. It's been some time since the incident in Zeiss, hasn't it? Yeah, I guess it has. Quite some time. Unfortunately, the matter concerning Professor Russell is yet to be resolved. It appears that he and his granddaughter were abducted by a group of nefarious individuals. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? I'm afraid not. We left that case up to the full-fledged bracers and came to Gransel. We never even heard the follow-up report on it. I see. That's truly a shame. Well, with the resources of the Intelligence Division, it's only a matter of time before the culprits are arrested. Have no fear on that score. What the hell's with her? Understood. Please trust you to take care of the professor. Oh, absolutely. Now we must show you to your rooms. Shea, if you would please do the honors. I guess it's Shay. Shay, yes ma'am. See to their needs, but do not bore them with any idle chatter. Do I make myself clear? Yes ma'am, understood. Very good. Now everyone, I hope you enjoy your evening. For my part, I must bid you farewell. Now that is one fine woman. I hate to say this is in, but your taste in women is crap. There's nothing fine about that fox-faced harpy. I think that might just be his favorite type of woman. I just tend to find that women like that women like that turn out to be pretty good people once you peel back a few layers, so to speak. You're hopeless. Not that it matters, but you really do sound like a dirty old man sometimes. Oh, my honor! My honor! No! Oh, sorry about that. You were supposed to show us to our rooms, right? Yes, please allow me. Pardon my not saying before, but I am Shay, a maid here at the castle. I'll be at your service this evening, from the dinner party until the morning. If anything is not to your satisfaction, please don't hesitate to let me know. Thank you very much. Will you please show us to the room then? Certainly, it's on the second floor. And off we go, exploring the castle. But not really. Being guided through it, more like. Walking very slowly, over to the staircase, now up the staircase. To the second floor. Or first floor, depending on where you're from. And here we are. It's just as beautiful upstairs as it is downstairs. Oh, wow! Get a load of that chandelier, talk about classy! Hush, Estelle. What's that way? That's the throne room. Her Majesty uses it to receive personal guests. It hasn't seen much use in recent days, though. Let's see. But is the Queen's condition really that bad? Isn't the birthday celebration coming up soon? Oh, no! It's just that it's the head maid who tends to her in the royal keep of late. I shouldn't speak on subjects about which I am unfamiliar. Come then, shall we? And here we are walking through the hallway, with many purple sofas and tables. This is the room where you'll be staying. Please go on in. Okay. Pardon us. This is a very purple palace. Holy Stragus! I never imagined we'd ever stay in a place like this. Nice! This will make a good story for later. I believe there is still some time before the party. You are free to explore the castle, but the security areas are off limits. I ask that you refrain from entering those areas. Can you be a little more specific? Most significantly, the royal keep where the queen resides. It is a small palace of sorts, built on the garden terrace on the roof. Garden terrace? That sounds nice. The terrace is where Her Majesty greets the people of Gransel from during the birthday festivities. So you cannot go into the royal keep itself, but you may visit the garden terrace if you like. As for the other restricted areas, there's the Royal Guard Room and also the Treasury, I believe. The Royal Guard Room. I guess they're still wanted for questioning about all that terrorist stuff. Yes, the Intelligence Division is currently occupying it. Entrance is restricted, so please abide by the rules. Understood. By the way, what are the others who were invited doing? They've already arrived. I imagine they're relaxing in their respective rooms. Alright, so Mayor Klaus is here too. Oh yes, he arrived some time ago. Now if you'll excuse me, I'll be off. If you need anything else, please contact the first floor waiting room. Dial the front desk. Now then. Estelle and Joshua exchanged a look that went unnoticed by Zin. Hey Zin, we want to go and walk around the castle for a little bit. We'll be back in time for the party. Must be nice to be so young. I'm worn out after the tournament. No problem, have fun. Me, I'm gonna kick back and relax in this oh-so-luxurious room. We need to get as much done as we can before the party starts. First, Julia told us that we have to talk to the head maid, Hilda. I'd like to say hello to the other invitees, too. You likely know most of them. We have to find Hilda, the head maid, and talk to the invitees. This is barge into their rooms. That's always the best thing to do. It's Dumbledore! Joshua, Estelle, you made it! It's been quite a while. Dean Collins? You were invited to the banquet as well, sir? I just arrived today via airship from Ruin. A little mayoral birdie told me you two won the tournament. Jill and everyone else will be so happy to hear it. Thank you. I had no idea I'd be seeing you here, Dean Collins. Dean Collins is a member of the Royal Assembly and a man of great respect in Liberal. It's only fitting he be given a seat at this banquet. A man of respect, he says. You flatter me, Mayor. What's the Royal Assembly? It's a meeting held once per year to address matters affecting the kingdom. The Queen, mayors of every city, and other representatives all come together to try solving various problems of state. Wow, sounds big. So all of those guys have been invited here tonight too? No, I'd say only about half. Her Majesty is still ill and General Morgan is away on official military business. And Mayor Dalmore of Ruin was arrested in that nasty affair. And Professor Russell. He is a bit too entrenched in too many unknowns right now. We don't know how true all this talk is of the Royal Guardsmen being involved in some underground terrorist organization. It's hardly the time to be holding a feast at all, if you ask me. Well, we can use this chance to see where Duke Dunnan stands in all of these issues. We need his permission to have an audience with Her Majesty regardless. Yes, that's the biggest issue here, without a doubt. Barring us from seeing Her Majesty is the height of idiocy and mismanagement. I would like to pay my respects to Princess Claudia as well, but it's the same story. Princess Claudia is the Queen's granddaughter, right? Does she live here in the castle? No, it's my understanding her actual residence is elsewhere. But I'm told she's come to the capital as of a few days ago. She's here then. I'd really love to meet her. I'm sure you'll have a chance. She arrived here a few days ago, huh? So this room's empty. Alright. Oh. Who are you? Mayor Maybell. Oh, it's Mayor Maybell. Okay. And her maid. And Leela. Joshua. Estelle. Ah, here at last. I kept wondering when you'd get here. I was practically counting the seconds. So you were invited here too, Mayor? Hey, wait. You were waiting for us? How did you know we were coming? I heard from Mayor Klaus. I heard about a pair of children who entered the tournament, won its championship, and were invited to a grand royal banquet in the castle. If I'd known, I would have canceled my appointments and come to cheer you on. Begging your pardon, ma'am, but that would have been quite impossible given the circumstances. Yes, I'm aware. I'm trying to be polite. Don't worry, I know how busy you must be. I'm sure the Queen has no time to waste at a banquet with everything else going on. What is Duke Dunnan thinking? That captain was so stubborn about inviting me too. I had no real choice but to accept. Do you mean Captain Amalthea? Yes, that's her. Her words were polite enough, but she gave me an evil eye while she spoke them. And I was AT delayed. I dared not refuse her request. Haven't heard from General Morgan in quite some time. Wait, does that mean we haven't heard any word from the Haken Gate? The General is unavailable is the longest message I've been able to wring from them. It would seem he's busy with these anti-terrorist countermeasures or what have you. I had hoped he'd be in attendance at this banquet tonight, but I guess he couldn't pull himself away. What do you think about all of this, Mayor? Putting mayors from every city in the same place at a time like this? Well, if the Queen were to be in attendance, I would expect some announcement of no small importance. But as it is, this feels like the Duke has too much time on his greasy, chubby hands. He's letting this position of royal proxy go to his head. Sounds about right. There might still be some kind of official announcement, don't you think? Well, whatever may come of the night, the Grand Chef here is the best in all the kingdom. I plan to enjoy the dinner, pay my respects to Her Majesty, and return to Bose post-haste. All of the mayors across the kingdom in one spot. That seems suspicious. Sit in the chair, Estelle. Sit it in the chair. You'll do all of these other things, but you won't sit on the throne? Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Estelle, Joshua, that's Mr. Murdoch from the Central Factory. I thought you might be here. With mayoral class individuals on the guest list, we had a feeling you might also be in attendance. I must say, I never expected you two to win a tournament championship and end up hobnobbing in Grancel Castle. Cassius's kids to the bone, you are. Took more than our upbringing to get here. Lots of people helped along the way. So it's been a few days. Have there been any developments? Well, right after you left for the capital, Captain Amalthea from the Intelligence Division came knocking. She forced me to come to this banquet, but I kept my mouth shut about Leyston Fortress. Professor Russell and company are still on the run, too. Army hasn't found him yet. But the longer we keep this up, the less chance they have. It's really only a matter of time. I asked Captain Amalthea if I could see Her Majesty and wish her well, but no luck. was flat out refused. So in other words, we definitely aren't going to be able to do this the easy way. We sure aren't, but don't you worry, because we've totally got that covered. We will get the professor's message to Her Majesty one way or another. Nice vanity he's got there. Pretty well appointed. Yeah, mayors are the governors. Yes, of the various regions. So inviting all the governors of Liberal to the same place? Suspicious. Ooh, isn't this pretty? Oh wow, check that out. This must be the castle's garden terrace. I'd say so. You can see the whole lake from here, and it overlooks the town too. Must be great for reconnaissance. As nice as this is, we really don't have time to stop and enjoy it. We've got a job to do. Let's do the job. But we are going to enjoy it. We're going to walk around and see the sights. Only momentarily. So this goes straight out to the... This must be where she addresses the public, right? Just follows the red carpet to its end. Talks to some folks. I feel like they need to clean this place up. Unless it's supposed to look like that. Like, are these just grass patches? Intentionally made to look like that? It seems a little bit weird. Oh! This must be the Royal Keep. Wow. Those guys. Who are you? Hey, you two. We're here as guests of the Duke? Is this where Her Majesty lives? Of course it is. But for the last few days, she hasn't been feeling so well. She's not seeing anyone right now. Oh, we've got it all wrong. We weren't even thinking of that. I just thought it would be amazing if she were to even take notice of us. Does Princess Claudia sleep here as well? No, it's just... Hey, the princess is focused on looking after Her Majesty. Neither of them has time to deal with the likes of you. Might I inquire as to what's going on here? It's her. Oh wait, who's that? Madam? We didn't know you were back already. The dinner party will be starting soon, so I'll be returning to the maid quarters. Oh, it's the head maid! And who are our guests? They're from the team that won the martial arts competition. It's only because of that victory that someone of a Bracer's social standing would ever be invited here. A Bracer's social standing? Wow, these guys! They get more and more despicable the more they speak. Such discourtesy! Yeah, slap them. You would insult those who are personally invited to the royal castle? Kick him in the shins. No, that's not what... Those invited by the Duke should be treated with all the respect due to those invited by Her Majesty. I sincerely hope you have not forgotten that. Understood. Wow, she's intense. I wonder who she is. But madam, we can't just allow them to pass. Surely you understand the reasons that the Colonel laid out? Yes, and I'm quite tired of hearing them repeated to me. I am terribly sorry, sir and madam. Security has been heightened, and as such the Royal Keep and its surroundings are off limits. If I may ask, would you mind waiting in your room until the dinner party begins? Alright. That's fine. We'll do as you ask. I apologize, we weren't trying to cause any trouble. Huh. Fine then, just don't let it happen again. It's safe return to you. She shoots them a glance and they shut right up. I love it. I apologize that you were subjected to such dreadful behavior. My name is Hilda. I am the head maid of Gransel Castle and oversee all of the housekeeping duties. We had a feeling. Forgive my rudeness, but are we previously acquainted? Well, someone told us about you. Handed Julia's letter to Hilda. BAM! There's the letter. Just for you. I know this handwriting. You see? We also have our bracer emblems and identification with us. I see. Please, come with me to the maid's sitting room. We can discuss the matter further once we are there. I understand. We need to deliver Professor Russell's message to Her Majesty. Correct? Right. If now is not a good time, we could try later, but... No, it's not an issue. But those special ops men have had the Royal Keep under constant surveillance for some time now. Only the Duke, the Colonel, and hired attendants such as myself are allowed in. Which means that a private audience is probably a no-go. What do you think, Estelle? We could ask Hilda to relay the Professor's message to Her Majesty. No, I'd really rather speak to her face-to-face. There are just too many particulars we don't know that we'd really need to discuss directly. like what Duke Dunnan and Colonel Richard are after. Estelle and Joshua, I have a bit of an idea. Could I get you to return here once the dinner party is over? Why? Have you thought of a way for us to see Her Majesty? I believe I have. It may be difficult, but I think it's worth a try. I'm going to need some time to get ready, so can you come back after the dinner party? Awesome! Understood. We'll be back then. I'll be waiting. Food prep is done, so I think we'll begin serving shortly. For now, it's probably best if you wait in your room. She's gonna smuggle us in like a dinner cart. Okay, so this is the entrance area. Ah, whoa! That looks really good. He specializes in imperial cuisine. Oh, that's interesting. Wow, Olivier would have really loved it. And this is the pantry. What's this? What is that? Is that like the back door? May I help you? I'm sorry to be rude, but I'm very busy right now preparing for the banquet. I see. He stares at people menacingly? How? How can a man with a bowl cut like that be menacing? I feel like that is impossible. Hey guys, talk about being late. The party's about to start, you know. Sorry, we got so caught up in sightseeing that we lost track of time. Plus, we also talked to all of the mayors. Huh, well, aren't we well connected? We're close friends with the mayor of Roland. Plus, we've met the other mayors in the course of our travels. Ah, I see. I guess your work as bracers has caused you to meet quite a few big shots. You two sure get around for junior bracers. You might say that. Have you ever done any bracer assignments since we came to Gransel? I guess it's not all that different in other countries, right? Right. For a full-fledged bracer, nationality isn't an issue when it comes to your work. The prelim fights and legal procedures at the embassy kept me too busy to get any actual work done, though. But hey, there are 4 other bracers on duty too, which isn't so bad. Normally that would be enough to handle most cases, I'd imagine. But with all of them concentrated in Gransel, that must make it tough to handle any cases in other regions. Ah, yeah, could be. Ugh, I feel like a goose just walked over my grave. I wonder what's going on with Shara back in Roland. Now that name rings a bell. You wouldn't happen to be talking about Sherazard, would you? You know her? She's our mentor, and she's been a close friend for ages. Oh, okay, makes sense. I met her a long time ago when a case brought her to Calvert. She was fortunate to have a good master working with her from such a young age. Her master? Yeah, probably dead. Please pardon me, the table for the dinner party has been set. May I show you the way? Sure, I was getting bored with waiting anyhow. Alright, wanna go and eat fancy? Sure, that fight left me starving. Let's go dig in. Come on, you two. It would be nice if you two didn't completely forget your table manners for once. Joshua. Stop being so rude. This is a dinner party, right? What's with all the empty plates then? Plenty of knives and forks, though. It's because it's a formal dinner. Everything comes out in a specific order, starting with hors d'oeuvres. Then you use the knives and forks from the outside in. And that's all part of having good table manners. And here comes the anxiety attack. It really isn't so bad. It does mean that you have to have some of the finest, that you get to have some of the finest food available. Manners and etiquette are secondary. Indeed, indeed. I'm told that you're acquainted with everyone who will be attending. No need to get stressed out. Yeah, I guess that's true. Please don't encourage her. Wait, is Duke Dunnan gonna be here too? I would hate to have to eat with that guy. On that note, is the gentleman accompanying you going to be okay with a knife and fork? I'm told that folks from the East usually eat with chopsticks. You've done your research. However, I'm a firm believer in the when in Liberal, do as the Liberalians do policy. I'm not especially skilled with them, but I will use a knife and fork. My, how elegantly handled. I'm impressed. You're as much a gentleman as you are a martial arts champion. Ah, you flatter me. Boy, he really is a complete sucker for a pretty face. I think he's more being polite than a lech, though. Anyway, his grace is really late. I wonder what he's up to. He's sleeping off another beer and donuts hangover. Leave him alone. Indeed. So if the seat at the head of the table is for the Duke, then who might that other one be for? Indeed. Perhaps it is intended for Princess Claudia. Your attention, ladies and gentlemen, my humblest apologies for the long delay. Presenting His Grace the Duke. Well then, I must apologize for making you wait so. I'm afraid that I was in a meeting from which I simply could not break away. This gentleman is Colonel Richard, Commanding Officer of the Royal Intelligence Division. I've invited him here to thank him for his tireless efforts in helping to deal with the terrorist situation. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I was quite gratified to be invited to this occasion by our Honorable Duke. I ask that you pardon my uncouth soldier's uniform and allow me to sit with you. I mean, look at how Estelle is dressed. Uncouth. You gotta be kidding, we're having dinner with him? I suspected this might happen, but it's still unnerving. Let's see how this goes. Excellent, excellent. Let's say you may or Maybell, what do you think of Grancel Castle's master chef? Is his cooking out on par with that found in Bose's Antarose restaurant? Yes, it's quite remarkable. The wine selection also perfectly complements the meal. I almost wanted to try hiring him away. You are not the first to say such things. And what of you, Zin, wasn't it? Is the food to your liking? Oh, it's excellent. I don't have the words to describe the sense of refinement and depth. I certainly believe I could develop a real taste for Liberalian cuisine, though. Good, good, I'm glad to hear it. Wait, I thought he was an expert in Imperial cuisine. And you, young bracers, I imagine you've never experienced such fine food in your life before. It's extremely delicious. Far more worthy of being associated with the royal family than the person who invited us. Indeed, it is a genuine treat. Huh? It's certainly delicious food, and we couldn't miss a chance to attend so prestigious an event as this. Thank you very much for your gracious invitation. Ah, very kind of you to say so. I do finally remember what my butler has been telling me about. We met before, during the ruin incident. Perhaps our fates are linked in some bizarre fashion. Yes, sir, maybe so. So he'd forgotten all about us until his butler reminded him? Come, let us put social classes and ranks aside for the evening. Food is abundant and the wine flows freely, so enjoy to your heart's content. Your Grace, if we could, I'd like to do as we discussed first. Oh yes, that's a fine idea. Actually, I have something important to say to you fine folk who represent the kingdom. I use this celebration as the place to make an important announcement. An announcement? And what might that be? Uh-oh, here it comes. Oh no. Oh, do I really want to say, or do I want to see what he has to say? I believe I will allow Colonel Richard to explain in detail. Thank you. As you are no doubt already aware, Her Majesty has been in poor health of late. However, she has been recovering and may grace us with a public appearance soon. Oh, that's excellent news. Could we possibly go and check in on her? Unfortunately, she does not consider that to be a wise decision at the moment. Within a few days, it seems likely that the terrorists plaguing the kingdom will be swept away. In light of that, the Queen's birthday celebrations will be held as originally planned. Well, the citizens will surely be happy to hear this news, as they have been looking forward to it. But surely that is not all you wish to tell us. Right, if that were all, you could have just sent along a message. Indeed, you are correct. Her Majesty is continuing to recover, as was previously stated. However, given the gravity of her condition, she has also issued a proclamation. Due to her tenuous health, she has stated that she wishes to abdicate the throne and turn over royal authority to her nephew, Duke Donan. God, I knew it! This guy. What? Is this true? Joshua, this is... Yeah, the conspiracy finally makes its appearance. I was surprised when Her Majesty first broached the subject as well, but her illness has left her quite frail. But it is only natural. She has ruled the kingdom for 40 years, leading it through times of strife and war, all without a husband, I might add. Given that, I wish to relieve her of the stress of her duties following the festival's successful conclusion. As the heir to the throne, the decisions are mine to make. How terrible. Is Her Majesty's condition truly that severe? I'm ashamed that I've never noticed any signs in any of our annual visits. Isn't this far too serious a matter to discuss at what is supposedly a casual dinner? Pardon my rudeness, but this all seems to stretch credulity. Huh. Mayor Maybell, are you saying that you cannot take his grace at his word? No, nothing of the sort. I simply mean that as an elected official, I don't understand why the successor to the throne can't be elected in the same fashion. That's true. If possible, I'd like to hear this directly from Her Majesty. Your unease is quite understandable. We do ask that you try to maintain your composure and allow us to continue. As mentioned earlier, I believe Her Majesty will give a formal announcement herself during the festival. Could you be persuaded to shelve your doubts until then? Well, the issue is basically this. Once this becomes common knowledge, we cannot know how the citizens will react. This is why we're telling the leaders first, to help stave off any chaos or public disorder before it happens. This was also the decision of His Grace. Well, yes, this is true. Also, the Queen's abdication of the throne will have international repercussions. The other nations on the continent will have their eye on us, and we must be watchful for any action on the part of the Erebonians. Surely you can see why it is necessary to show unified support for the new king. This is the world in which we are going to be living. What makes it all sound so rational? Yeah, he's quite the master manipulator. In other words, the official decree will be given during the birthday celebrations, but you thought it would be best to inform us first so that we can be prepared for any issues that may arise, correct? I'm glad to see that we have an understanding. If this all comes to pass, we're going to find ourselves quite busy. Oki-san, thank you for that compliment, much appreciated. Welcome. Yes, and we'll have to announce it to the citizens. I have a question. I believe that the Duke has a fair claim to the throne. However, is there not another who also has the same right of succession? Well, no doubt you're referring to Her Majesty's granddaughter, Princess Claudia. It is true that she and His Grace have an equal claim to the throne, but it would appear that Her Majesty did not choose her due to her tender age. And I must say, I agree with her wisdom in this matter. I should hardly like to impose such responsibility upon a girl so young. Yes, absolutely. For the time being, I believe it would be best for Claudia to find a fine marriage prospect. Though it is strictly informal, there is already interest from the royal families of a number of other nations. Perhaps a royal wedding could take place as soon as this year. Oh my. I understand. If that happens, then we'll have two major events to celebrate. I honestly think she's a bit young for marriage. Excuse me, may I ask a question? Zin? I don't mind, speak freely. Sorry to seem rude, but this doesn't sound like the kind of conversation you'd want outsiders hearing, particularly a foreigner. So how come you're making this announcement now? That is solely because of the serendipitous turn of events that allowed Bracers to win the championship. We had wanted to inform the guild of this in advance as well. I've already discussed the idea with Her Majesty. Gotcha. I guess Liberal's military and Bracers are on just as good of terms as the stories say. Haha, that is because we lack the military strength of the Empire or the Republic. The harsh reality is that keeping close relations with each other is a must. In any event, do you now understand our intentions? Yeah, alright. We'll pass on what we've learned here to the guild then. This cannot happen. That guy is such a putz. Man, I've heard some pretty unbelievable conversations in my time, but that was something else. I mean, I'm a foreigner after all, so it's not that big of a deal for me, but I bet that was huge news for you guys, though. Of course it was! I can't believe things have gone this far already. Huh? Never mind. But really, what a shame. That food was so amazing, and it practically melted in my mouth. Couldn't tell what that last flavor was, though. Understandable enough. But anyway, did you want to go for a walk to work off some of the rich food, Estelle? Huh? Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, I could go for a little bit of fresh air. We just played tourist a little while ago, and now you want to take an after-dinner walk? I sure don't get it. Must be a local thing. I think you're exaggerating a little bit. You haven't gone out to take in the sights. There's a lot of historic architecture around here, you know. If the mood hits me, I may still give it a shot. On the other hand, the kitchen may still have some food left over. You've gotta be kidding. You're still hungry? If you had a blade to my throat, my dying wish would be for some liquor and a snack. I might go and hunt up a bar or something in a little bit. Zin is a great guy, gotta say. Look at that. What a balanced lifestyle. Things have gotten serious. We really have to find a way to get in to see Her Majesty. First things first, we go talk to the head maid Hilda like we promised. She probably knows a way for us to speak directly to the queen. Fine by me. Just give the queen a walkie-talkie and let's talk to her. So that's why they want to marry off Claudia. Because if she's married to somebody else, then it makes more sense for Dunnan to take the throne. You smell shenanigans? Indeed. Oh, it's you. What? Colonel Richard. Aha, Estelle and Joshua. This is our first opportunity to truly speak face to face, I believe. The last time we saw one another was right after Mayor Delmore was arrested, wasn't it? I'm honestly surprised that you remember us. I realized that we exchanged few words, but you made quite an impression on me. My curiosity was piqued, so I did a bit of checking up on you. I was quite surprised to learn that you were the children of Cassius Bright. Colonel Cassius, how'd you find that out? Please understand, I'm not trying to show off the Intelligence Division's capabilities. I'm greatly indebted to him from our time together in the Army. Indeed, more than words can properly express. This guy just pops out of nowhere. He's like, poking his head around the corner. Estelle and Joshua? It's me, Colonel Richard! I'm back again. Might I persuade you to stay and while and talk? I've been hoping to speak with you two for quite some time now. Huh? Pardon me, Colonel, but don't you have a meeting with His Grace? I don't mind being a bit late. Ah, yes, if we're going to talk, why don't we use the lounge inside? I'll mix you up a couple of virgin cocktails. I'll prepare them, sir. No, that won't be necessary. I want you to go to His Grace and inform him that I'll be delayed. Yes, sir. Pardon me then. Why is she so mad? She's like, I wanted to make the virgin cocktails. Now then, shall we retire to the lounge? Please follow me. Joshua, what should we do? I don't see where we have much choice but to follow him. We'll be a little late, but we can talk to the head maid later. She was gonna spike our drinks? Maybe. I think she just likes making virgin cocktails. And now he's depriving her of that opportunity. I met Cassius shortly after I graduated from the military academy. I was assigned to a mobile unit that was under his command. And since that time I found myself in his debt again and again, both personally and professionally. He did. And, what did you think of him at the time? To put it simply, he was a hero. And a master swordsman to boot. No matter the scenario, he could find a way to handle any number of battlefronts in every direction. It wasn't just a matter of sheer tactics. He understood and could direct high-level strategy as well. Quite simply, he was a man without peer. If I didn't know better, I'd say we were talking about two different people. So you were with our father during the 100 Days War? Yes, he was my CO. Even now, I can still vividly remember the excitement that filled me as we executed his plan that turned the war's tide. Anytime I get to talking about those days, time just runs away from me. But this much I can tell you. If Cassius Bright had not been part of the Royal Army, Liberl would now be part of the Erebonian Empire. No way! That's kinda hard to believe. Well, as a hero, he had a knack for doing unbelievable things. He left the army immediately after the war, declining even a medal from the Queen, so few know of his achievements. But inside the army, many soldiers still hold him up as the prime example of what a hero should be. He never said one word about any of this to me. Well, it's not really the kind of thing you tell your daughter about. It's not fair to criticize him for that. Hey, whose side are you on? And besides, why doesn't any of this shock you like it shocks me? Did you already know about all of this or something? Well, I didn't know that he was Colonel Richard's superior officer. The rest I knew about, vaguely. Vaguely? You're an accomplice? Hey, calm down. It's not like he told me any of it, I just figured a lot of it out. He told me he didn't feel it was something worth going out of his way to tell others about. I just don't get it. When he comes back, he is so in trouble. Haha. Ha 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 ha. Please excuse us. We didn't mean to interrupt. No, seeing you like this is actually a bit of a relief. When I found out that your father was intending to leave the military, I desperately tried to stop him. But it seems that by leaving, he did what was best for himself after all. After losing his dear wife, maybe being with you is all that could help him recover. Colonel Richard. Now then, I thank you for taking the time to come here. I really can't keep the Duke waiting, so I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me. Oh, alright. Our apologies for making you so late. Not at all. You both have told me the one thing I wanted most to know, and thus I have no regrets. Huh? How's that again? I'm sure we'll have a chance to speak again soon. Cassius might even be with us then to share in the stories. Was the one thing that he wanted to know was whether or not they knew where Cassius was? Okay, who was that man and what has he done with Colonel Richard? What are you babbling about now? It's just that it's weird to hear him talking about Dad that way. I wasn't expecting him to be so, well, nice. True, he doesn't seem all that villainous anyway. Even so, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that he's got something up his sleeve. For now, we should probably put the issue of Dad aside. Yeah, I guess you're right. And I hate to say it, but I think that he might have been playing nice just because he could get something out of it. He's an intelligence officer, so he probably thinks that fooling a couple of kids is as easy as could be. Don't you think that's going a little too far? You might be right. Let me be the one who's mistrustful of others. You should just follow your instincts and believe whatever you think is right. Huh? But just make sure you're prepared for anything. Don't let your guard down. I'd say a bracer's job is pretty much in fact. Okay, I got it. I'll keep it in mind. Thank you, Estelle. Thank you. What the heck are you thanking me for? Anyway, we need to go back and see Hilda. She's probably sick of waiting for us. Yeah, she should be in the maid quarters. Am I as suspicious of him as you are? Yeah, I mean, they've been pretty clear about he's the bad guy and he's got stuff up his sleeve. Now we don't really know what the stuff is that's up his sleeve, but we know he's trying something. Exactly. Exactly, Fevis. That pretty much sums up everything. Follow your instincts. Huh? Perfect. Ah, there you are. I've been waiting for you. You're awfully late, aren't you? Sorry about that. You kinda got caught by Colonel Richard. Did you now? He had some things to tell us about our dad. I don't think he has any idea what we're up to, though. I see. Yes, that letter of introduction did mention that you were Mr. Cassius's children. I can understand at least some of how Colonel Richard feels. Oh, do you know our dad too? He used to come here when he worked as General Morgan's aide-de-camp. I am told that he was a school friend of the late Prince's, Her Majesty's son. Late Prince? Princess Claudia's father. Yes, he was killed 15 years ago in a tragic shipwreck. Whether he were still alive today, none of this would be happening. Huh? Perfect. But lamenting what might have been is a fool's errand. Evening is fast approaching. We must make our preparations at once. Come on in, Shea. Shea. Oh, hey, aren't you? Shea, right? Shay. Yes, thank you for remembering. You look well, Estelle and Joshua. I've been told of our current predicament. You won't find a more dependable child. He's a great help to us whenever the princess is in the castle. Princess Claudia. That shouldn't pose a problem. Thank you. If you're ready, you should go change into your uniforms. The ribbons and the headpiece are tricky, so I'll adjust them for you. What? What do you mean? Estella's going to need a dress as one of the maids in order to get into the royal keep. A little playing with the hair and you'll blend right in. Oh, I get it! Uniforms don't allow for much in the way of personalization. That should be ideal for sneaking in. Oh, me in a maid's outfit. I've been wanting to try one on since we first met Leela. Cute, breezy, and easy to move in. Well, if our uniforms weren't easy to move in, they'd make the cleaning much more difficult. I thought so. Well, let's get the sucker on me. Why so excited? I'm glad you're in high spirits, but you need to remember your manners in front of the queen. You won't have me to lean on this time. Why not? You're changing too, aren't you? Pardon? I mean, he did play the princess during the play at the campus festival. Is there really that much of a difference between the fancy dress and the maid outfit? That's different. It was a play. I can't appear before Her Majesty in women's clothes. Oh, you'll be fine. It's not at all shameful or anything. Besides, you made such a gorgeous princess. Not this again. Cut the jokes, will you? Hilda, Shay, help me out here. Say something. They're like, you would look beautiful in a dress. We can't wait to get this on you. Anyone? I see. That shouldn't pose a problem. Shay, don't you have that extra hairpiece designed for the princess? Yes, it's never been used though. He has that full dark hair, so it would probably look good on him. Hey, hold on a second. Well, it looks like a 3-to-1 vote. Majority rules. This way, please. We can use this as a changing room. Unbelievable. Wait a minute. I don't remember ever agreeing to changing. And there he goes. All right. If I have to change, I can do it myself. Shay, you're not planning on using makeup too, are you? Kids these days. Ugh. Doesn't even want to change into a maid outfit. What's wrong with him? Oh my. Ta-da! What do you think? I think it suits her very well. Such a bright, active maid in training, and after only just coming to the castle too, you certainly have me convinced. And with the hair down like that, no one will be any the wiser. Perhaps you'd like to work at Gransel Castle for real when this is all settled. Well, we already work as bracers, so, anyway. Hey, Berrylock. Sorry, Joshua. Yeah, those are the rules, listen! It's part of the bracer job, right? Come on, Joshua, get out here! No chance I can talk you out of this. None at all. You're just making this take longer. Fine. You're impossible sometimes. And making his grand debut, Joshua the Maid. Look how sparkly he is. He's so lovely. Wow, it's almost frightening how good that looks. Isn't it awesome? It looks better on him than it does on me, and I'm an actual girl. A bit of makeup can make all the difference in the world. Please, just say you're done. Well, I suppose so. I'll show you the way to the royal keep. You need to make certain you watch me and learn how a maid handles herself. Yes, ma'am. We're finally going to meet the queen in person. Yes, this is the do-or-die moment. We just have to stay focused and get to the royal keep. It's hard to take you seriously in that outfit. Well, excuse me. This was your idea. I can't believe you got the nerve to pick on... Sorry, don't get all mad. I'll treat you to some ice cream later, okay? Ice cream makes it all better. I'm not like you. I'm not obsessed with food. Hey, I'm not obsessed with food! They get along so well, don't they? We're out of time. Let's go to the royal keep. After Sharon, we're used to martial arts maids. I'm controlling the head maid. Alright, come with me, children. We're going to the roof. I don't remember where the stairs are. Here they are, I found them. Hilda, what business do you have with Her Majesty at this hour? I'm bringing some tea and spoons at her request. The current situation means that Her Majesty is denied the right to even go about her daily life as she wishes, after all. Such harsh words. Who are these maids with you? I don't recognize them. His Grace ordered me to hire on some additional staff to help. They've only just arrived at the castle today. Really now? Hey, you're pretty cute. Thank you. He's like, I wasn't talking to you. Huh? Why do I get the feeling we've met before? Crap. Do you stare so hard at every young lady you see? I do hope you're not thinking any untoward thoughts. I'd rather think His Grace and the Colonel would disapprove. It's not like that. We're the elite of the Royal Army. We wouldn't do that. All's well then. Now, will you please allow us to pass? Pardon us, ladies. Please, go ahead. Incredible. Incredible. It worked. We're in. Oh, that was intense. Thanks, Hilda. You're a real lifesaver. Yeah, that was really well done. Just glad I could help. Now then, are you planning to change your clothes before going to see Her Majesty? If you'd prefer, I could just show you the way now. I think I'm okay as is. Boy clothes. Now. Poor Joshua. Oh, for the love of... Why are you always so self-conscious? What was wrong with that? What you had on? It's not an issue of self-consciousness. By the way, Hilda, is this room what I think it is? Yes, it is Princess Claudia's bedroom. But she rarely sleeps in the castle, so the room is all but unused. Huh, no kidding. But I heard that the princess was tending to the queen. I guess that's just gossip then? You'd have to ask Your Majesty for the full details. Her room is on the second floor of the royal keep. I'll take you there. Alright, time to get taken to the royal keep. The second floor. Or or the first floor, depending on where you're from. Enter the room. Knock first. It's polite. I beg your pardon, Your Majesty. I brought the two I spoke of before. This is Joshua and Estelle. Thank you kindly. By all means, enter. As you wish. I'll wait for you here. You two go on in. Right. Pardon us. Time to meet the Queen. Oh. There she is. Isn't she lovely? She doesn't look like she's sick at all. I bid you welcome. My name is Alicia von Osleys. I am the 26th monarch of the nation of Liberl. I'm Estelle Bright. I'm a junior bracer of the Bracer Guild. And I'm Joshua Bright of the same affiliation. It is a great honor to meet you, Your Majesty. Estelle and Joshua, I have truly been looking forward to meeting you both. I regret that I cannot offer you proper hospitality, but I have prepared some tea. Please have some and relax. I see. So Professor Russell asked you to bring this information. A pitch-black orbment capable of negating all other orbal energies. And you say that the Colonel has acquired it. The Professor told us that you might have some idea of what he intends to do with it, Your Majesty. Can you tell us anything? I have but a vague idea. But I did not think that the Colonel even knew of it. Perhaps I am worrying about nothing, but even so. Excuse me, but what is this vague idea you have? I suppose there is no harm in telling you. Roughly 10 years ago, a massive orbital reaction was detected beneath Gransel. Professor Russell was the individual who came to investigate. Huh. Did this happen in the vicinity of the sewers? No, far deeper underground than that, in fact. Professor Russell was under the impression that it might be a relic of the ancients that still functioned. Wow. So it was a bona fide artifact then. Most artifacts I know have lost their function, like the mechanisms on top of the towers. But every now and again you find one that still functions, like Mayor Dalmore's family heirloom. Something like that is beneath Gransel. So what does that tell us about the gospel? Maybe it could be used to halt this artifact's functions. Could it do that? Yes. However, we were unable to establish the nature of the artifact, or indeed why it was buried beneath the city. But it is beyond my imaginings how the Colonel could know of its existence. Professor Russell's research on it was kept strictly confidential and off the record. I see. In any event, it seems likely that trouble is on the way. Honestly, just as I start to think maybe the Colonel might be a slightly nicer guy than we were giving him credit for, but when someone's trying to stir up some trouble, that's when us bracers come in. We won't let him get away with whatever evil scheme he's trying to pull off. Huh. I'd expect no less from Cassius's daughter. You're acquainted with our father, Your Majesty? He was a friend of my late son's and a great savior to the nation. Even after he retired from the army, he would sometimes undertake requests for me. Really? I didn't know that. I imagine that there are quite many things about him that you do not know, including the precise role he played in the war 10 years ago. I assume you have not been told? Well, nothing super detailed. Perhaps then that is the role that I am meant to play. Estelle and Joshua, will you indulge me by listening to an old story? Oh, yes, absolutely. It is no indulgence, Your Majesty. 10 years ago in the spring, a tragedy occurred in the southern reaches of the Erebonian Empire. Its cause is yet unknown, so that is something I must omit. The Empire used that event as a pretext for their invasion of Liberl. So began the sad times that would become known as the 100 Days' War. Just as the Empire made its declaration of war, a massive military force breached the Haken Gate. In what seemed like scant moments, all of Liberl became occupied territory, save for Gransel. It is said that the invasion force was 3 times the size of the entire Royal Army. The reinforcements from Calvard were too late to stop their advance. It was but a matter of time before Gransel too would fall. But 2 months after the outbreak of hostilities, the war changed in a way that none could have imagined. Patrol airships had just been developed and were used to recapture Liberl's checkpoints, severing the Imperial Army's communications. The Royal Army then set about recapturing the major regions one by one using ships launched from Leyston Fortress. Zeiss, Ruin, Bose, Roland. With their supply lines suffered, the Erebonian forces occupying each region were swiftly crushed. And the one behind this plan for a counteroffensive was none other than one Colonel Cassius Bright. It was your father, who was General Morgan's right-hand man at the time, as well as Colonel Richard's superior officer. Afterward, with the intercession of the Bracer Guild and the Septian Church, the war was brought to an end. But it was at this time that Cassius lost what he treasured most in all the world. His wife? Lena, your mother, Estelle. That clock tower was destroyed in the Imperial Army's vain attempts to hold back the counteroffensive. What followed, I am sure you know. Cassius was not even able to be by his wife's side in her final moments. Red Orion TV, thank you for that raid. Welcome everybody from Red Orion's chat. It's good to have you all here. Hope you all had a fantastic night. If this is your first time here, I am the sharply dressed man. We're playing some Trails in the Sky tonight. Welcome, make yourselves comfortable. Come right on in. Hello, Chronic Knight. Hello, Red Orion. Welcome. Red Onion raid. I feel like did I call you that when I thanked you for the follow a couple days ago? Was that yesterday? I said Red Onion. I think I misread your name, and I like looked back at it. And I'm like, it's Red Orion. Red Orion, thank you for that raid. You even have red onions as an emote. Everyone always reads Orion as onion. That's why you have onion now. That's funny. Well, welcome. We're playing some Trails in the Sky. As I said, we're in the final chapter of the game. A couple hours in, so I don't know how much of the game we have left, but we're learning some backstory about the protagonists and their father. Hope you had a great stream. What were you playing tonight? No, I had no idea. And he believed that the military operation that he himself had planned effectively caused her death. Blaming himself, he left the military and took up the path of the Bracer. All to stay with the only one he had left. You. And this time he swore he would be able to protect those he loved. Dad, that idiot. It wasn't his fault that Mom died. This game looks great. Oh, you did a workout stream, nice. Fitness Friday, oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah, this game was released in 2004? 2003? Somewhere in that range. A long time ago. It's the first in a very long series of JRPGs. Yes, you are correct. Given that all he lost was in service to this country, the responsibility falls upon me. And so I am sorry, Estelle, I failed to protect your mother. I have wished to apologize to you for a long time. But you don't need to apologize. You've protected the peace of this country ever since the war ended. The peace that Dad and all the other soldiers who defended Liberl in the war fought so hard to protect. It does look great, doesn't it? Yeah, it's 2004. Honestly, it's great. The storytelling is like top-notch, love the gameplay, so if you're interested in JRPGs, I recommend picking up the Trails games. There's Trails in the Sky is the first few, and then there's Trails of Cold Steel, Trails to Zero, Trails from Azure, there's any number of them, tons of them. And they all kind of interweave with each other, and they're all, like, related. A little bit of lore drop here and there. It's pretty great. You have nothing to be sorry for. Estelle, you have a kind heart, and I am grateful. It gladdens my heart to have finally met you in person. Now, more than ever, Your Majesty. However, that is why I do not wish you to put yourself in danger. I would like for you to remove yourself from any dealings with this matter. What? But Julia, I mean Lieutenant Schwartz asked us to help you. I thank you. I am grateful for your willingness to do so. But if some tragedy were to befall you in Cassius's absence, I know of no apology that could ever suffice. I ask only that you go back to your home in Roland and wait for your father to return. But, if I may, Your Majesty, the peace that Dad restored and that you protect through, though it has held firm, now trembles like a leaf in the breeze. Joshua, if the Colonel is able to use the gospel for whatever purpose he intends, and if he succeeds in making the Duke the new king of Liberl, then what will become of that peace? I ask only that you consider that. Your Majesty, right when we became junior bracers, we inherited a whole lot of work from Dad. After the Sky Bandit incident, we got that letter and the package, and we've been running all around creation ever since. Feels to us like our dad's been nudging us in the back this whole time. That's why I want to defend peace, so that everyone we've met and everyone we care about can go on living secure and happy lives. Just like you, and just like Mom and Dad, I'm doing this because it's what I believe is right, and I really want to see it through. You're playing Omori? Oh man, I played Omori a couple of years ago. Loved that game. Loved it. I hope you enjoy it. It did take a while. You're supposed to play Octopath because it's free on Game Pass. Got it. Yeah. I feel like that game would take like 60 hours to beat. Octopath. So if you don't have a lot of time lined up for it, might wait until next time. It seems she was right about you. Huh? I too am ready. I would like for the two of you to carry my request to the Bracer Guild. Your Majesty. My liege, we will do whatever you ask. My request is for the Bracer Guild to rescue those being held captive by the Intelligence Division. Amongst them is my granddaughter, Claudia. Aha, so the princess is being held captive somewhere. Yes, this coup d'etat started when I backed her as the successor to the throne. In other words, Duke Dunnan was out of the running. Yes, though he is my nephew, he is possessed of a considerable number of character flaws. In brief, where he is lacking, my granddaughter shines. For the sake of this nation's future, I would have my granddaughter succeed me. Well, I don't actually know her, but I personally lean toward the idea that your judgment should really be trusted here. No matter the era, there will always be those who object strongly to a woman wielding political power. Not to mention the memory of the invasion by a larger power is still relatively fresh. Some of them will perceive a succession of 2 consecutive queens to be a sign of weakness. It is hardly surprising that such a notion has taken root in the minds of some. Some, including Colonel Richard, I presume? Quite right. Claudia's pending succession to the throne caught him quite unawares. That, along with his passing of this information to the Duke, is what led to this coup. This was all staged so that Liberal would become a strong military power with the Colonel ruling from the shadows. I see. It finally lets us see the whole picture. So if Liberal became a militarized country, what would happen? A great many things. Taxes would be levied to fill the war chest. Horrible weaponry would be developed with the express intent of causing havoc on a massive scale. A wide-ranging policy of conscription would be adopted. And no doubt contracting Jaeger Corps would be made legal, which is not the case at present. Oh no. Indeed, the Colonel has made very adamant requests that I enact such policies. I thought that such proposals were born out of genuine love for his country, but I never agreed that they were the right course of action to take. The Royal Army is not all that protects this land. We have worked hard to maintain treaties with other countries. Defending a nation goes hand in hand with free cultural exchange and trade with all other nations to the benefit of all. I feel the same way, Your Majesty. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Of course you agree, Estelle. The Colonel, however, finds such notions to be womanly, foolishly idealistic, and so he demanded that I abdicate the throne in exchange for Claudia's safe return. Many people have had family members taken to ensure that they would not dare to oppose the Colonel. But I am the Queen, and I will not allow all that I love about my country to be destroyed simply because of blood ties. Still, she is my only granddaughter. I cannot simply allow her to die. Your Majesty, please try to relax. We hear and comply with your request. We will see to it that the princess is rescued from those who have imprisoned her. Thank you, both of you. With that reassurance, I will do all I can to oppose the Colonel's demands. Have you any other requests, Your Majesty? The gospel still has to be dealt with, and I don't think we should just leave you here. I appreciate your sentiment, Estelle, but the present state of affairs is not contingent upon my freedom or my imprisonment. The gospel shall continue to weigh heavily on my mind for a great many reasons. For my part, I will attempt to ascertain the Colonel's true intentions with it. You're enjoying Amori? It's like 21 hours gameplay, you're only 11 hours in. Yeah, no, it's... Take your time with it, really enjoy it. It was quite an experience. What a totally awesome person. Super nice, but with a seriously strong will. I hope I'm even 1/10 that cool when I get old. Cool? Did you actually just call the Queen that? Still, she definitely has what it takes to govern a whole country. Yeah, I really want to stop this coup thingy and help her. It's definitely outside of Bracer jurisdiction. Well, first things first, we do whatever we can. Right. But, you know, I'm still freaking out about what that Queen told us about Dad. I wonder if she's got any more tidbits she'd be willing to share. Estelle and Joshua, have you finished changing? Oh, yeah. Then we should return to the waiting room at once. It's already after 11 o'clock. Actually, it's almost midnight. Whoa, is it really that late? The Queen spoke with us for a long time. If we stay any longer, it's apt to make the guard suspicious. And off we go. All that lore took a long time to convey, you know? Are you going home for the day, Miss Hilda? Yes, I believe so. Just be sure not to do Her Majesty any further discourtesy. That's not fair. But please relax, we are patriots at the core. That's good to hear. I believe that we shall be on our way. Pardon me. By your leave. By the way, ladies, I don't think we ever got your names. May we ask them? Lena, Shara, Dorothy. Dorothy for sure, right? That's a very modern name. Pardon my saying so, but it just doesn't sound right for you. Ain't that the truth? And how about you, miss? You may call me Karen. Karen, you say? That's a very pretty name. You're too kind, sir. I'm rather fond of it myself. Are you now? Oh, right. We're with the Special Ops. My name is... I think that's just about enough. I sense an ulterior motive at work. No, I mean, at least not from us. Please be safe on your way home. Thanks. Later. These guards have a little bit too much time on their hands, maybe? Just standing there all night. Well, aren't you Mr. Popularity? It was like their eyes all changed when you told them your name. It was not. I didn't see you shying away from joining in the conversation. My name is Special Ops Soldier B. It says so right above my my text. Sure, but that doesn't mean I wasn't nervous. I kind of lost all my confidence there. Huh? What's all this noise about? It's the Duke. Oh, Duke Dunham. Ah, so Lady of the Court. Hey, you maids. You don't look familiar. These are two of the new hires whom I'm instructing. This is Dorothy and that's Karen. They're still quite inexperienced, so I'm giving them some extra training time. He recognizes them. Philip recognizes them. Did he recognize us? Not good. Given how many times we've run into him, it'd be bizarre if he didn't recognize us. Come now, Philip, enough with the staring. It's quite unusual to see coming from you, stiff upper lip and all. Please, pardon my rudeness. You look much like my niece. My eyes are playing tricks on me, it seems. I am dreadfully sorry for the discourtesy. Oh, it's no bother. Please don't concern yourself. You know, now that I stop and look, I must say that you both are quite lovely. You with the brown hair, you have a very healthy, clean look to you. Ugh. As for you, I personally think you'd look best with that raven hair of yours even longer. I'm honored. Ah, yes. Dorothy, was it not? You shall attend to me this evening. Uh-oh. Oh, God. No, please. Please. No. Your Grace. Ew, I don't want to serve him tea. I don't think tea is what you want served. Your Grace, your flirtations, while flattering, are best saved for another time and place. All of the maids in the castle work directly in service to Her Majesty Queen Alicia. I trust you've not forgotten. I know. Some folks simply can't appreciate a joke. The castle will be mine in a week's time anyway. We can set aside time for some fun then. Your Grace, please, no more of this. I do not mind when you drink to excess, but you know how your libido gets in such instances. I say this knowing full well that I may be reprimanded for it. But I said I was just joking. Enough. I'm going to bed. As you wish, Your Grace. Your room is right over there. Isn't this guy something? I love his hair, right? Whoa! Oh, right. Dorothy, you just let me know if you have any problems. Anything at all. I'll give you the best advice the future king can give. Thank you very much. Aren't you cute? Yes, good. Good. Unbelievable. I apologize unreservedly for all the fuss. His Grace will likely remember nothing of this come the morning. You don't trust the bowl cut hair? I mean, he's the future king. I feel like he could afford a better hairstyle. That's all I'm saying, you know? Unless it's like the height of fashion or something. Please set your minds at ease. I should certainly hope so. I am truly sorry. Madam and young misses, I beg your pardon, but I must take my leave. He absolutely does. I feel so badly for him. He truly seems to bear the weight of the world on his shoulders. Oh, do you know Mr. Philip personally? Yes, ever since we were children. Though not nearly as well as we once did, thanks to the one he serves. I see. He sure seems like he's nervous all the time, doesn't he? I'll bet that everything between the Duke and the Colonel has him completely on edge. Probably, yeah. By the way, what was that you were saying earlier about me being the popular one? The Duke certainly seemed awfully fond of you. Oh, please. I'd like to keep my food in my stomach, thank you. Alright, back to before. I feel like I'm missing something. Why would the Duke want tea so late? Well, you see. Estelle, allow me to elucidate the matter of tea and why gentlemen should never request it in polite company. Huh? Come closer. Hilda whispered something into Estelle's ear. Uh-oh. Now, do you understand? Yes. Hopeless. Completely hopeless. Thanks for everything, both of you. If not for you, I don't know what we'd have done. Please, it was the least we could do in Her Majesty's service. I only asked that you complete the request she made of you. I feel the same way. I beg of you, do everything in your power to save the princess. Oh, are you one of her royal retainers? Yes, I regret that I rarely get the chance to serve her directly. She's so kind and open, she's always treated me more like a friend than a servant. The thought of her being held captive keeps me up at night. I understand. Well, you can rest easy now that we're on the job. We'll save her. Shall we be going? Yes, it's already after midnight. I'm sure Zin is asleep by now, right? Oh, what? This is the... What is this? The research room? It's not quite a library. It's just a bunch of tables covered in magazines and papers. It's a little bit weird. It's a little weird. What, might I inquire, are you doing at this late hour? It's her and her guards. Uh-oh. Well, this could be a problem. Captain Amalthea. Good evening. I realize that you've been invited here, but don't you think it a bit late for you kids to be out walking around? Please pardon us. We've simply never been in a castle like this and we couldn't resist the urge to take a look around. Oh, that's certainly understandable. So, where were you half an hour ago? Please enlighten me, if only for my own edification. Half an hour ago? We weren't in the Royal Guard room. We weren't in the kitchen. The maid quarters, the administrative room, or the cellar? I mean, we could say the maid quarters, but then they'd have to go question the head maid. The cellar. We were in the cellar. What was that? And just what do you think you were doing down there? We weren't doing anything in particular. Come, let's not waste time on games. I've received numerous reports of you going in and out of the maid quarters several times. Do you not think it a bit odd to be looking around in that particular place? What? You don't think that questioning someone like that when you already have the facts is a little cruel? I'll take that as a compliment. We were stealing booze, exactly. We're looking for some more food. Like, it's late, we wanted a snack. So what business have you in the maid quarters? I suggest you answer honestly. Well, Oh, Estelle, Joshua, you've been here the whole time? It's Zin. To the rescue, Zin. Yes. Now that's the stuff. Take a big swig of alcohol right in front of all these people. You're drunk. Oh, sorry. Hey, if it ain't my favorite gorgeous officer lady. Nice. Some luck that we made up again, huh? I suppose. So what's going on? Are my students here causing any trouble? Students? No, it's just that they were in the maid quarters for a while. I merely wanted to know their business simply as a security precaution. Yeah, I totally get you. I just sent them off to find some munchies to go with my booze. Hence why we were in the cellar. Hey, Joshua, you kids find anything to eat? No, the cooks aren't back yet, I guess. We went to ask the maid if there was any way we could get our hands on something, but no luck. Oh well, I'll have to do without, I guess. Hey, I just had a great idea! You want to come and join me for a drink? I mean, hey, nothing goes with drinks like a beautiful lady. I'm afraid I'm busy, so I'll have to decline your generous offer. My apologies for the misunderstanding, but I would advise you to return to your room and remain there for the rest of the night. I have to investigate any suspicious activity, you understand. Of course. It is late. We should probably just get to bed. Very good then. Now, if you'll excuse us. We needed to get sandwiches and booze for Zin. It was such a good cover. Aw, denied. Oh well, might as well just go back to the room. Right. We'll go with you. Looks like we managed to convince her at least. What? Zin, aren't you drunk? I was acting drunk. I haven't had a single drop. No way, your face hadn't even gone all red. He focused on making his blood circulate better, which made it look like he was intoxicated. Obviously. It's done with some kind of Eastern martial arts breathing exercise, right? Huh, I'm surprised you're familiar with it. But hey, you seem to be in a tight spot, so I figured I'd distract everyone. Nice, huh? Saved your bacon, as the saying goes. Huh, you're an evil, evil man, Zin. Okay, sure, you did help us out, but you also surprised the hell out of me. Sorry about that. So, what's the story? What story? I would have thought it'd be obvious. The story of you meeting with the Queen. Oh, wait, what? How did you... Did Elnan tell you about this? Actually, I couldn't get him to tell me anything. But now I know anyway, don't I? Without prior knowledge, there's no way you could have just guessed. So how much do you really know? Huh, I guess it's finally time to show you this. Zin produced a letter from his pocket and handed it to Estelle and Joshua. What's this? I know this handwriting. Well, don't just stand there. Read it. It'll explain a lot. Okay. Is it a letter from Cassius, their dad? Dear Zin Vathek, I hope this letter finds you well. I know I've been out of touch. I am in a hurry, so I hope you'll pardon my bluntness. Alright, sounds good, Red Orion. Have a great one. See you next time. Enjoy your lurk. I'm in a hurry, so I hope you'll pardon my bluntness. My work concerning the Jaegers is leading me into Imperial territory. However, due to the fact that unusual forces seem to be influencing matters inside Liberl, I feel uneasy being absent for so long. This is why I must ask a favor of you. Could I persuade you to come to Liberl and help out if they need it? Since you haven't been to Liberl before, perhaps you could think of it as a recreational trip. There is a martial arts competition before the Queen's birthday celebration and foreigners can participate. It would make fine camouflage. I realize that this is sudden, but if you can do it, I would be most grateful. I'm intending to return to Liberl before the festival, so hopefully we'll be able to have a drink together when I return. Cassius Bright. Yes, you may take the chance to meet my son and daughter. May have the chance. Yes, exactly. They're currently apprentices of the guild, so if you happen to meet them, feel free to test the extent of their training. Try not to bail them out too much, unless it seems like they really need it. So, Dad actually asked you to come to Liberl, which means he's in Erebonia now. That's the long and short of it. The long and short of it? What it means is that you were in cahoots with him all along. That's kind of a nasty way to put it, don't you think? I owed Master Cassius a favor from the time he spent in Calvert. This letter just gave me the chance to make us square again. I suppose. When did you realize that we were his kids? I had a feeling from the outset once I saw Estelle's techniques with a bow staff. I asked Kilika about it, and I confirmed it. It would have been nice if you'd said something about it at all. We've been worried sick wondering where Dad's been. I know, and I'm sorry I haven't said anything, but I got the impression from the letter that he was trying to keep his whereabouts a secret. Still, you're definitely his kids, alright, if you can pull off a job as big as sneaking an audience with the Queen. Yeah, exactly. Cassius is just the invisible hand driving everybody forward through the video game. I suppose so. He knows this much, it wouldn't hurt to tell him everything, right? I agree. It'd probably be best to fill Zin on everything. It is a bit far-fetched to say that we could put an end to this whole situation on our own, after all. Estelle and Joshua told of how they had managed to speak directly with the Queen, as well as the Queen's request to safely rescue Princess Claudia. I see. I thought something seemed a little off when everyone was talking at the party. Alright then, I'll help you out with that little request. What, you will? Yep, I think this is the ideal opportunity to settle my debt to Master Cassius. Please, let me help. We'd be glad to. Thank you, once again. There you go. There you go. What is this place? Where are we right now? What is this place? Exactly, Special Ops Soldier. I am this guy right now. I never would have imagined that something like this even existed. It's a bridge. Huh, it's larger than I expected. Lieutenant Lawrence, if you'd be so kind as to show us the way to the lowest level? Yes, sir. Oh. Dispatch them at once. Whoa. Is this some kind of mechanical monster? Well, well, so these must be archaisms. Ooh, archaisms, huh? Holy shit! He took out that thing in one stroke! Ah, you were the quickest to react. You are indeed truly a force to be reckoned with when you don't hold back. You flatter me, sir. Your quick draw technique as well as quite remarkable to behold. I can see that you've studied under the Divine Blade himself. I am humbled. I still have a ways to go before I can really humble anyone, I'm afraid. But time waits for no man. The skills I possess now will have to be enough. My strength may be meager, but I must forge this kingdom's future with my own two hands. He sounds like Delita from Final Fantasy Tactics. My brave men, the way to the ultimate power is open. The ultimate power, you say? Okay. A bright new dawn approaches for our beloved Liberal. I expect only the best of each of you. By your orders, sir, we of the Special Ops will work as one for the Colonel. For the glory of Liberal! For the glory of Liberal! Yay! Go Liberal! Huzzah! I understand the situation. You've both performed admirably. I'm amazed that you were able to deliver the Professor's message to Her Majesty in person. We just got lucky is all. The real question is, how much longer is luck going to be on our side? Yes, we're really going to have to stay focused. If you understand that already, then there's nothing more that I need to tell you. In any case, we can consider Professor Russell's request to be fulfilled. Please accept this as compensation for a job well done. We don't need more Mira. I guess we're getting 20,000 Mira. We're still second-class bracers. Now then, Zin. It was pure providence that Cassius invited you here. We need the help of an A-ranked bracer like yourself. No need to even ask. Even if I didn't have a debt to repay to Cassius, I couldn't possibly stand by idly in a situation like this. I'm with you until the end. I knew I could count on you, Zin. By the way, what's this A-rank business? It's a rank that signifies a full-fledged bracer's full power. There are 7 ranks, ranging from G on the bottom up to A at the top. So he's the highest rank you can get? Wow, I never knew you were such a badass, Zin. Really? You've been fighting with him this whole time, and this is just the first you've heard about him being a badass? Well, I may be A-ranked, but I'm still an underling, so to speak. There are 20 A-rankers across the continent, but above that, there's an informal S-rank. That one's only granted to bracers who successfully resolve issues on a national scale. And there are only 4 of those on the entire continent. Whoa, I'm not sure I even want to think about what they can do. Yeah, you really don't know any of this stuff, do you? One of those 4 is Master Cassius. So who are the other 3? What? Okay, Joshua, you're not going to tell me you knew about this already, right? Right? Sorry, but yes, I did. He solved a major case for the Republic about 5 years ago. I swear, it's hardly worth even getting upset about anymore. Royal Army Soldier, Hidden Hero, Divine Blade, S-Rank Bracer. If he's really so damned awesome, then it sure would be nice if he'd come back and take care of this case. You may be right. If he were with us, perhaps this would never have escalated to the point where a coup d'etat was even possible. Joshua, what's wrong? Just thinking about how strange this is. This whole chain of events apparently started with Dad going off on his trip. It's as if whoever planned the coup was waiting for him to be gone. At least, it's just the impression I have. Oh, so what you're saying is that the coup was planned around his departure for the Empire? Am I correct? No, I'm sure that would be overthinking things. I can't think of anyone who could possibly manipulate Dad like that without him noticing he was being used. They'd have to know him and his behavior patterns exceptionally well to be able to pull it off. Well, yeah, I never knew what he was up to, even though he was so close. I don't think that Colonel Richard could have ever managed to pull the wool over his eyes. More likely, it's just that 2 major events happened to overlap with each other. Regardless of the circumstances, we cannot currently rely on Cassius to help. Therefore, I am resolved to prepare for the worst. I believe an emergency conference of the Grancel branch of the Bracer Guild is called for. Huh? All other things being equal, we have a request that comes directly from Her Majesty the Queen. The 3rd article of the Bracer Code states that we shall never act in a fashion that interferes with the government. We cannot ignore Her Majesty's request, however, so we must act. But we're no match for the Royal Army as we are. I ask the cooperation of all bracers in Grancel, including Zin, of course. Oh, okay. If we come in conflict with the Intelligence Division, we'll need all the help we can get. Ideally, we should have the cooperation of other branches, but the checkpoints have been completely sealed off as of today, ostensibly to foil any potential terrorist activity. What? So basically it amounts to martial law. So the enemy is finally moving at full tilt. This may be to stifle any activity on the part of any Royal Guardsmen in hiding as well as ourselves. If we're going to conduct a rescue operation, we'll have to do it with the resources on hand. Oh, fun. But we're up to it. So, do we have a solid idea of where the prisoners are being held? That's been on my mind for a while now, actually. I believe the most likely place to be the Urban Royal Villa. That's the building in the forest, right? That would make sense. The soldiers are using it under the pretense of counter-terrorism, few would question it. And I can't imagine they'd want to lock a lady of the royal family in a cell like Leyston Fortress. Considering it's the army we're going to be going up against here, I'd like a more solid confirmation, however. If we assaulted the wrong place, we'd have a hell to pay for it. Yes, precisely. But in either case, you must assemble any bracers currently in the royal city. But I ask you to assemble them here for me. Any information you could gather while doing so would be much appreciated. If I'm not mistaken, Estelle, you and her friends are acquainted with a reporter, correct? Oh, you mean Niall? Yeah, we should see if he's picked up anything significant. Also, we must attempt to enlist the aid of the guardsmen who are in hiding. If you can get them to contact me, it would be greatly appreciated. So in other words, we need to get in touch with Sister Julia. She helped us with the invitation before, so we should let her know what's going on. So off to the cathedral then. There are 4 other bracers in the city: Kurt, Grant, Karna, and Annalise. Check the bars and their usual hangouts. They may also be in the hotel. If you see them, please instruct them to come back here. Sure thing. Alright, then off we go. Man, a lot happened. That was a huge lore dump. So much lore. But that's the end of the stream for tonight.